That's for like an intro. It's supposed to be whatever the fuck. Whatever the hell we're gonna have set up for that shit. Guess my fucking mic is working. I don't fucking know anymore. Let's check here. Refresh, bitch. Oh, my YouTube doesn't even show that I'm fucking live. That's crazy. Refresh, motherfucker. All right, let's try this. Let's go back over here. All right, mute that. Um, impromptu stream, just random as shit. I was bored. Fucking, it was either this or go back to sleep. Hold on, I'm a damn light on. I don't want everybody to fucking not see me. It was darkness, everybody, darkness. Shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun today. Um, I was bored. What the fuck did I just do here? Um, hey BBB. Ooh, what the hell do I have going on here? I need to do something right here, and I don't know what it's gonna do. Uh, okay, I'm not sure exactly what that did, but what I was trying to do is this. Go ahead and drop this dango thing in here. If anybody wants to fucking join, I don't give a fuck today. Just sitting around bored. I'm like, well, hell, I could do this or I could do that. I'm like, fuck it. Let's stream. Shit. Been up for too damn long. I don't know why I'm still awake, but here we are. But there was a story that caught my attention today. We had our next mass shooting, or our latest, shall we say, at a high school here in Georgia. It was Appalachian High School. I want to play some video from it because they just did a press conference from it. It should be good to play it. I don't think it'll be a problem because this is a sharing of news, knowledge, information. So let me find it right quick. I got it saved, so it shouldn't take too long to find it. But I am a fucking idiot when it comes to this shit, still learning how to navigate through all kinds of crap. Yeah, there was a point in time where I wasn't exactly fucking around with YouTube. I still need to go through and organize my damn lives and number the episodes. Say a mic check? What? Can I not be heard? Let me see. I can check that. Oh, damn. Mic is muted. Let's try that. Check, check, check. You hear me? A damn microphone. Say something, fucker. Oh, I'm watching a playback on my YouTube.
Make sure I can hear my damn self. Better you think? Okay, there it is. All right. So, how the hell do you pin comments in this shit? I put a star by it? No? Did I do anything? No, I don't think it did. Oh, I can put myself in timeout. That's hilarious. Or maybe I got to go do it through YouTube. No, I don't want to open the link. I want to pin it. Well, this is just all going wrong. This is fucking ridiculous. All right. Well, let me turn the volume off to this because I don't need to hear myself anymore. All right. But let's go. So let me find this. Your accurate what? Accurate pin from YouTube, not StreamYard. Um, fucking help!
Hi. It took me 5 minutes to get my devices right. Okay, you go to the YouTube side. You find the comment, you click on the three dots, and it says pin comment, and that'll put it at the top of the YouTube. That's exactly what Triple B said, but you have to be the host. So you are already in that criteria.
Ah,
So yeah.
there it is. Thank you.
Because I don't think Rome can pin a comment. I think you have to pin the comment, sir.
All right, there it is. That it's up there now. Thank you, sir. I'm sitting there still learning this shit.
Trust me, I decided to learn what I liked from computers and the things that I don't understand. I got a guy for that. I ask him questions. He's like, "This is what it means." I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah, I had a guy for that, and I thought it was me, and apparently me is unreliable. So I don't know. Fuck me. Now let me get back to what the fuck I was trying to do. Is I guess before the audio went out, we had a our latest mass shooting at a high school here in Georgia today. I caught wind of it when I got up and started moving around. Finally, because I was up all night talking to JS, and I finally fucking got some sleep and woke up and it was just like, oh great, another mass shooting. Must be an election
Yeah,
year.
that's what happened to me. I fell asleep and wound up sleeping an hour and a half later than what I normally do. And there's a pile of shit on my desk, and I'm like, "Okay, what the fuck's going on?" Oh, sounds like another. I couldn't remember the other one. Maybe somebody in the community can remember where they thought there was one shooter. They swore on everything that there was one shooter, but people saw that there was two or three shooters. This shooting reminded me of that shooting.
Should be able to play this, but this is the press conference GBI did. We're sharing news. This is all true
YouTube on YouTube
information.
on YouTube.
Yeah, right. But let's see what he said.
That's my complaint to YouTube. Go ahead.
Chris Hose is director of the Georgia Grill investigation. and we wanted to come back this afternoon and present you with a little more of a timeline of the events that have taken place here today, and that's what we know up to this point.
You got all those microphones. I still can't hear what the hell you're saying.
With the investigation. At approximately 10:20 a.m. this morning, the Barrow County Sheriff's Office received alerts about reports of an active shooter and radio traffic from school resource officers concerning the same concern, or having the same concern. Within minutes, law enforcement was on scene, as well as 2 school resource officers assigned here to the school, who immediately encountered the subject within just minutes of this report going out. Once they encountered the subject immediately surrendered to these officers, and he was taken into custody. Additionally, what I want you to know as of now, there are 4 individuals who are deceased from this incident, 9 that have been taken to local hospitals with various injuries. Of those that are deceased, 2 are students and 2 are teachers here at the school.
Oh, this was up in Winder. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty north of me, not horribly far from Produce, but this is just fucking madness at this point.
Priority right now for us within this investigation is to gather all the facts, to make sure that we're accurate with it, because this is a murder investigation. As the sheriff mentioned earlier this morning, the shooter is in custody.
Now, I hate to hear that. Call me an asshole. The shooter is in custody. No, the shooter should be in a body bag. And from what I know, the shooter was a 14-year-old. So I'm looking at the parents. Let this kid get a gun. I still need to know, was it what was it, a male or a female, or how dare you assume their gender type fucking 14-year-old?
His name is Colt. That's Colt Gray. He is a 14-year-old student.
All right, so guess it was a boy. Colt. That's an unfortunate first name to have, and you become a school shooter. Colt.
School, Gray. He is a 14-year-old student here at the high school. Again, he has been taken into custody. He will be charged with murder, and he will be tried as an adult.
Thank you. A 14-year-old is going to be charged as an adult, as it should be. You do some heinous shit like this. Now, motive, we'll probably never know. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have to learn more details as they come out. But if we will ever know, or if the Democrats are going to fucking keep it under suppression. And of course, the Democrats are going to use this and come out and say, oh, we need to ban guns. I want to know what kind of weapon he used. Let's see if they say it.
And handled as an adult. We're coordinating these charges and obviously this investigation with District Attorney Brad Smith, who is the District Attorney for the Piedmont Judicial Circuit here. Since early this morning we talked with you, and since the incident occurred, numerous interviews have been taking place through our investigation with students, faculty, as well as any other witnesses that we could identify. Mm-hmm. Law enforcement had a very, very swift response to this incident once the incident was determined that there was a concern.
I find it interesting how FBI is also there. GBI is one thing. I figured this was just strictly...
Thank you for pointing out what my brain keeps on turning on. Why was this so quick? Some of these shootings, they take hours to get there and hours to regulate. And you can't tell me we've progressed and now ... No. The past 10 years, we've taken 2 hours to take care of school shootings and we wind up with dead kids. either way.
Well, they said it happened around like 10ish this morning. Um, and this press conference is going on at 4:34. I know GBI is going to be there real quick, but we got FBI also
I know
over here.
everybody was fucking here. Everybody was fucking here, except for the people who were asleep that weren't paying attention to the government infringing upon our equal rights.
It's just interesting how many agencies are there. Where's the ATF representative?
If I had to guess, it's the guy over his left shoulder that's behind the guy in the black shirt. If I had to guess.
What, this guy?
Behind the guy you're pointing at. If I had to guess for
him?
the ATF. Yeah, him.
Yeah, probably. Ain't no telling. Hell, ain't no damn telling.
And the gray suit guy, that's the CIA.
No markings whatsoever on them, right?
Correct. Correct.
Those resources, whether it was in that response or throughout this investigation to assist, came obviously from the sheriff's office here, from other local law enforcement agencies, state law enforcement agencies, and the federal law enforcement agencies as well. To include, not to be left out, multiple EMS personnel, multiple fire personnel, and agencies. Those agencies responded here as well today, and I am extremely grateful, as I know the sheriff is, for that quick response.
Now, I kind of have an issue with this. 3 state patrol officers just rolled by. It looks like another one pulling up too. I don't think state patrol needs to be involved with this. They need to be out doing what they do best and pulling over truck drivers. As they do. Well, actually, state patrol doesn't really.
I saw that fucking face, dude.
I mean, state patrol doesn't really fuck with us truck drivers. They created a whole division called the Department of Transportation Safety or whatever.
Let's make sure we get that truck driver that has gone 6 seconds over his 8-hour limit of working, so we give him a $500 fine, taking a quarter of his check.
They created a whole department that is dedicated to truck drivers, but they are state patrol officers. Basically, it's just a division of them, and they just fuck with us all the time. Hi, Auntie. Hell, if you want to jump in, fucking StreamYard link is pinned at the top. I guess it's still there. I don't know. I can't see YouTube anymore because I'm playing this. But
it stays. It stays.
If you Limey invitation, whatever. Anybody wants to jump in?
Let's get back to the video.
But it's too much damn state patrol coming into this shit. The local got it covered. Sheriff's got it covered. You got GBI there, FBI. They got it covered. We don't need state patrol here. We don't. And all I see here with this shit is just guys that heard the call that probably patrol around that area in Winder. They heard the call and was like, "Oh, let's go." I'm not doing anything right now. Let's go. And,
right. There's nothing to do. Let's go fucking do something.
Yeah, respond to a situation that doesn't need this many fucking cops. But I understand in the situation to where you don't know if there's more than one shooter or not. But this seems like an overreach of a response. Local law enforcement and sheriffs, they got it covered. We don't.
Okay, I'm going to say the bad guy thing. Since everybody figured out Camel Toe Hairy Titties is a fraud, they had to do something. Okay, I'll shut up now. The crazy guy said something.
Oh, she's going to use this. If I'm not mistaken, that bitch is supposed to be planning another little campaign tour here in Atlanta. And I'm sure she's going to fucking use it. Her speech writers are on it right now. They probably already fucking created an AI generated speech for her to use to
Oh,
come
I'm
here
sure.
and
I'm
fucking
sure, bro.
say something. I can't wait to fucking hear it.
You know, the usage of guns means that you use guns. And when you use
Stop it!
guns in a bad way, that's a bad thing to do. We have to stop the bad usage of guns because guns can be bad or they are bad. We must stop the bad usage
Guns
of
kill
guns. It's
people.
like you
People using
fucking
guns kill
babbling.
people.
God,
The
shut
usage
up.
of guns kill people. Shut up, you fuck. Damn it.
And the partnerships are working here together
What's up, Zach?
with what all is going on. Currently, from the investigative perspective, we have crime
1,
scene
2,
agents
3, 4,
and
5,
other special agents
8
from the
patrol.
GBI, from close to a dozen of our different work units from across the state that have responded here today to work on this investigation. Again, collecting evidence, conducting interviews.
This guy has flashing red and clear lights on his truck.
Again,
That
collect
indicates fire department, volunteer fire department. I've only seen volunteer firefighters use red and clear. They never use blue. Even if you're undercover of any agency, you're going to have blues. That's just a little weird.
Collecting evidence, conducting interviews, and so forth. I do want to pass this along, that if anyone has any information that wants to be passed on concerning this investigation, that they can do that anonymously at our tip line at 1-800-597-TIPS or 1-800-59.
Maybe I'm a nitpicker. maybe I'm just an asshole, or maybe I just look at shit too out of the box. But it's pretty much a secured scene. I don't find it necessary for these vehicles to have their flashing lights on. It's like, if you're within this perimeter, I'm going to go ahead and assume, yeah, you're with who should be here. Turn your damn lights off. I don't know. You're just wasting the hour life of them as a taxpayer expense. Turn that shit off, because when they burn out, our tax dollars got to replace them. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying it just seems a little unnecessary. Turn the lights off.
978477. They can also report.
You got a trailer right
this
here. Lights
on by
of course, I keep
downloading
it right when the
the
lights are off.
send something out. They can be done by Android or Apple phones, either one. If they need to report any
hello, Jenny.
concerning this investigation. Let me close out before I turn this over to the sheriff and let you just remind you that this is still a very active investigation. There's still a lot that is very fluid. There's still a lot of interviews to be conducted that will continue on into the night, as well as crime scene work and collecting and gathering evidence. But what is more important for me to mention here to you is my heartfelt sympathy to the parents, the students that were here today. Regardless of where they were in the school, this has got a great impact on them as well as on this community. My thoughts and prayers, along with everybody standing behind me and every law enforcement agency in this state, and many I will tell you around this country, they are in our thoughts and prayers, and we will continue with that. We ask for your patience as we continue through this, and we'll continue to try to give you.
Say what now? Was
that him in the top right? Back up like 3-5 seconds.
That black kid?
Was that him in the top right? Like, yeah. Was that him?
I don't know. I think they're just showing random pictures.
I don't know either. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I think they're just showing random pictures of people in the aftermath.
We ask for your patience as we continue through this, and we'll continue to try to give you as many updates with information as we can to keep you informed. But thank you for being here. I'm now going to turn it over to Barrow County Sheriff Judge Smith. Thank you.
Would you spell your name, please?
HOSEY. Over to Barrow County Sheriff Judge Smith. Thank you.
Director,
would you spell your name, please? HOSEY.
We needed a helicopter for this.
Yeah, do we need a helicopter? Oh, actually, no. Actually, no. That's a life flight. I forget the name of the company. They're based down here.
That's an ambulance.
They're based down here in Macon, Georgia.
Producer. So you're saying that's an ambulance, yes?
Places. Yeah, it's a helicopter ambulance.
Oh, okay, okay. If you said that's an ambulance, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's life flight. There's another picture I saw earlier, where it was actually on the ground. That's a life flight.
Good afternoon. I'm Sheriff Judge Smith at the Barrow County Sheriff's Office.
Judge Smith.
I got a question here. The child is being charged for this. My legitimate question, that's my opening to my question. My legitimate question is, who owned the gun?
Well, yeah, I was talking about that earlier. I blame the parents. How did this fucker get a hold?
I blame the owner of the gun. So therefore, that's where that goes towards, because they didn't properly maintain their firearm.
Well, that's what I was talking about a minute ago, about how we got to wait for more information. How the hell did this kid get a hold of this weapon? Where did he get it from? How did you acquire this? Was it a parent's gun? Then you really got a problem. I'm charging the parents. Did he break into somebody's house and steal one? Then that's a whole nother story. But it seems like most of these stories, these damn kids get a hold of the gun from the parents, because the parents don't fucking teach these motherfuckers properly about the safety of guns, or just don't lock them up properly or keep them hidden away.
I'm back at my original boat again. Why isn't he dead like every other school shooting? Why isn't he?
He probably gave himself up. He
Really?
probably gave himself up. That last one
this
we had,
might not have been pseudoscience if the kid is actually alive and could say, yeah, I did this, ... instead of it like it normally is, where you actually have no verbal testimony from the shooter themselves.
that last one we had with the transgender boy, girl, whatever the fuck you want to call, that went and terrorized the elementary school. That fucker didn't put down the gun and actually turned to the officers, and they took him out. This one, he probably knew they were coming in and dropped the gun.
How often do the shooters legitimately give up, man?
Probably about a good, to say they do give up. I think more give up than get taken out.
So they give up more often than they get riddled full of bullets. Okay. I don't know the statistics on that. I'm just sitting back. Why
it might be 50-50.
Like, I'm sitting like, why is this front page news? I'm always the person. Why is this front page news? What are they actually covering up? What really happened? What are they hiding? That's the kind of person I've always been.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if the sheriff says anything.
Office. I never imagined that I would be speaking to the media in my career over something that happened today, the pure evil that happened today.
You are the elected sheriff of a county. You're supposed to expect to be put in any situation. I hate what he just said there.
The way that he was feeding for the word, it's like he memorized an AI statement.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to. You're supposed
I'm
to be
like
ready
tuned on
to
this shit, bro. I'm telling you.
You're supposed to be ready to respond to anything, man.
I cannot thank the people behind me for the support they give me today, to give this office and give this staff. This hits home for me. I was born and raised here. I went to school in this school system. My kids go to this school system. I'm proud of this school system.
Oh my God.
I seen more blinks than words in that set of in that duration.
He's talking about the school system, not the school. You didn't go to this school. Your kids didn't go to this school. You didn't go to this school. Your kids didn't go to this school. They're from the school system. But then little jackass up here in the right-hand corner, putting up the whatever sign to the camera. It was like, really in the midst of a tragedy, you see a camera and like, I'm so cool, I'm on TV. You little shit, put him in handcuffs too. Fuck.
My heart hurts for these kids. My heart hurts for our community. But I want to make it very clear that hate will not prevail in this county.
Kids don't seem to be bothered at all about what just happened. They look like they're more happy to just have an early day of school in.
You seeing how you're getting to the equal sign, and then suddenly it's like, wait a minute. The answer key told me this is the answer, but all that on the other side of the equal sign isn't equaling the answer. Already was there, man. Already was there. Why do you think I'm watching the body language of the chief or whatever he is while he's speaking?
The sheriff.
I want that to be very clear and known. Love will prevail over what happened today.
Love will prevail. I think I'm going to run for sheriff of Winder. I think this is Barrow County, I think I'm going to run for sheriff.
I assure you of that. It is very early as to what happened. Governor Kemp reached out to me and has provided me every single resource that he has.
Yeah, GBI,
to make sure justice prevails. I don't know why it happened. I may not ever know. We may not ever know.
Yeah, true.
But I ask that you and our community lift up our schools, lift up our public safety, and that, again, we do not let this hateful event prevail as to what happened today.
That's probably the only reasonable thing I've heard him say so far is like, we may never know why this happened. We might not. Because goddamn, if the kid don't talk and give a motive, we'll just never know. That fucker will rot in jail and we'll never know. We just will never know.
And just labeling things, the way that they label things is all I'm going to state. I'm not going to point at what I'm putting at. I'm just going to say the label they put on things.
Well, like in the sense of we'll probably see more of like Variety putting it in the perspective of, you know, what was going on at home, what was the mental state of this kid. I need to think about the kid himself, like what would provoke him to do something like this, while the left will be like, guns are evil, guns did this. Oh, see what guns do. It was like, well, that gun didn't do anything. Well, I got one on my hip right now, and you know what it's currently doing? It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there, not doing anything. It's not hurting anybody. It's not prancing off into the distance into a school or doing anything stupid. No, it's just right here. It takes a person to make any object lethal. You can't fucking blame the object. And if you want to do that and say, oh, guns are evil, guns are bad, well, then what about the U-Haul vans that have been used to
well, we all know how We know
Crimes.
how unintelligent those that you call the left are. They actually think objects have feelings as well, and they matter. You know how unintelligent they are, bro.
Yeah, this object has discretion. My microphone is sitting right here, not hurting anybody. But if I go and
No, your
beat
microphone
somebody,
offended.
if I go and beat somebody with my microphone, our microphone's bad now.
The microphone did it. Yeah, sick. The microphone did it. Yes, exactly. If you took off your shirt and you choked somebody out with your shirt, the shirt killed them. You didn't kill them. That's how intelligent the people that you call the left is.
And they're over there in the UK stabbing the shit out of each other. I haven't heard about a ban on knives. Limey, I think it's opposite time over there for Limey.
Yeah, it's opposite for them. We're told what we can't do. They are told what they can do. That's how
No.
in our countries.
No. When I say opposite time, I mean in the sense of like time itself. Like it's evening here. It might be early morning for him.
I think it's officially AM for Greenwich time right now.
But I'd love, damn it, Limey, I'd love for you to jump in on this if you're available. But if not, that's cool. We will holler at you a different time. Let's see here.
I want to thank the surrounding agencies and counties and cities and state and federal authorities that have come and provided us, because they prevented a lot of more tragic events from happening. Continue to lift up these families. Continue to lift up our students and our kids.
You know who could have prevented this? A fucking armed officer in the school or an armed teacher. Probably could have prevented a lot of this. 9 wounded, 4 dead, 9 wounded.
I'm not going to make fun of him anymore. I'm just going to say, whenever I was in junior high in 7th or 8th grade, I typed it in the chat. They installed metal detectors, security cams, and a security officer. What's up, Limey? And by the time I got to high school, there was none of that.
Yeah, we had a reject armed fucking school resource officer who hated me, black guy, hated me.
Yeah, but after two fires, suddenly the junior high required metal detectors, security cameras, and an armed officer walking the halls during school days.
See, we never got that bad. We never got that bad to metal detectors, but we did have cameras and, well, we always had the resource officer who was a joke. Fucking shit. I wanted to fight that dude so bad. But anyway.
I don't want to talk about mine. Like, it didn't happen to me, but a lot of bad things happened that, yeah.
Hold on. This is almost over. Hey, Polly. I just saw you know.
And know that love will prevail. At this time,
that's the second time you said that.
I'm going to ask Dr. LaDuff, our school superintendent, to come and speak on behalf of the school.
I told you, I'm not making fun of him no more.
Oh, he wasn't ATF. He's the school superintendent.
Ding!
All right. Well, maybe this guy.
I told you that was a guess. And I was like, that one
CIA with this guy, right?
That one is CIA, but I was guessing that was the ATF. I said, I guess.
I'm Dallas LaDuff. I'm the superintendent of Barrow County School System. I want to thank the Barrow County Sheriff's Office and all of our law enforcement partners for their swift response.
Vote Shane B., Sheriff of Barrow County, 2028.
Today, along with that of our staff. I'd also like to thank our community for their response and patience as we work to reunify the students with their families here today and secure the rest of our school campuses. Our schools will be closed for the remainder of this week.
All the schools? A week?
What's the remainder of this week? Today is Wednesday, so it's 2 days. Okay, fine, fair enough. Fine. I can understand you closing this school for the remainder of the week, but all of them in the system? Why? None of these other schools were affected by this incident. Just this one. But let's close. Let's give these damn kids any reason to not be in class. This shit, this shit's been going on for quite some time now. They find any excuse. The fucking kids just aren't in school. You just aren't in school. Oh, it's spring break. It's fall break. It's this break. It's that break. It's like, holy shit. I think I'm owed reparations. Me and every kid I graduated with, and those before me. I think we're owed reparations because our asses were always in school. Shit. We're owed some days off. And it should be paid fucking days off to where you ain't got to go to work. You ain't got to do shit. We owed some days off. That's the reparations I want. Not no fucking slavery bullshit.
As we cooperate fully with law enforcement to get answers to the many questions that we all have about this incident here today. But as we are closed, our central offices will remain open, where we will
close your central offices. It didn't affect you. Your fucking offices should be opened while you fuckers should be at work investigating this shit. What happened? Fucking what? Give me a profile on this student's history. I need to know everything about his fucking past. Nah, we're gonna take the week off too.
We will have grief counseling available for our community every day this week and thereafter, as we support each other through this terrible event. In closing, I just want to say to our community, as a school system, we are here for you. We support you, and we are.
This motherfucker is wearing a name tag. This son of a bitch has a name tag on. I find it necessary. I said, well, I got a GBI vest on. He has an FBI vest on. Sheriff has a shirt on with a badge. I got to put my name badge on so people know who the fuck I am. Because nobody knows who the fuck I am.
And we are ready to get you any support that you may need as we grieve through this together. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey,
Right. I don't mean to come off mean-spirited about that, but it's little things that fucking can set me off when it comes to shit like this. What the fuck? But yeah, I need more information. I think the basic information I need is what we were just talking
You
there.
good, Lonnie?
Fuck did this kid get this damn weapon from? Maybe your thoughts on the apparent fucking, I don't want to call it a crisis, but the nonsensical nonsense we have of shooting violence like this in our school systems here in the States.
Sorry. Are you asking me to comment? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's just I was washing dishes up here, which is why I jumped on, because I can't type when I've got my hands in the sink.
Oh, okay.
I know from here it looks pretty insane, I have to say, to most people. There are some people that are that will say the gun situation in America is fine and kind of come out with similar arguments to yourselves. But those people are in the minority by far. My position on guns has changed in the last few years, because I was just like, nobody needs them there at all. If you want to go hunting, like, guns are, as you know, not illegal. They're not illegal here, but they're definitely restricted. And after one of our mass shootings, I think in '91, the law was changed to restrict the use of them. And for the most part, it's fine. I think it's worked. We've had one mass shooting since. So my position's changed just because of the logistics of trying to take everyone's guns away. Aside from any political arguments, there are literally just too many in America. Somebody's run the numbers, and there's just no way you could get even like kind of make a dent in them. So then you have to deal with the situation as it is, and yeah, some reform of gun laws and gun control laws would be a good idea. So, for example, there's a really high correlation between domestic abuse and domestic spousal abuse in particular, and the chances of those people going on a rampage or otherwise shooting people dead or whatever. So that might be an area that would bear further consideration. There's a loophole for private collections sold at auctions and such, where if it's a private sale, then background checks aren't run, as far as I understand it. So there are things like that as well, because it's essentially, if you just want a gun, you can just go there and it's legal, but it's not traceable, etc. And then there's arguments about, do you really need an AR-15 in order to protect yourself? I've seen memes where it's like, I've got this gun for hunting, this gun for home invasion, and this gun to fight the tyranny of the government, which is fine. However, if you want to fight the tyranny of the government, I want to see your hardware, because a gun, no matter what it is, ain't going to cut it. They got tanks and guns and invisible planes. So yeah, I do wonder where, I mean, like I said, beyond that, there's discussions about various interpretations of the 2A and things like that. But they're kind of like my main thoughts on. The only thing that's changed is, as I say, just logistically, it ain't going to happen aside from political arguments. So I do hear this, the Democrats are coming for the guns, but Trump actually passed some laws, or was trying to, that people that own guns didn't like, both on the right and the left. And I feel that there needs some distinction to be made between people on the left and the right who are owning guns as a substitute for their small penis, and those who actually are responsible gun owners. And you guys were kind of alluding to that in saying, this is a 14-year-old kid. The owner of the gun is at least partially responsible, because that should be in a secure cabinet, and no kid should be anywhere near it when it's unlocked. So that's my basic thoughts about it.
And that's why you don't have kids, because kids do dumb shit like this. No, but no, I agree with basically everything you said. I think our major loophole that we have here is the private sale.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
referring to the US, because here they're basically illegal unless it's for hunting other antiques. And the thing is that some Americans are like, oh, you just stab each other over there. And it's like, no, we have a gun problem here too. Don't you worry.
yeah, fucking hell, we got idiots that do that shit. I think I hear more about it in New York on the subways. Because they pretty much
I'm gonna go
outlawed
smoke a
guns in
cigarette,
New
Bob.
York. Go. I'm smoking one too. But
But I
you
can't
hear more
respond.
about you hear more about stabbings in New York than
Yeah.
anything. And the fucker was like, well, when are we gonna outlaw knives? You can't. It's a utensil. So is a gun. I mean, shit. It's a tool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when I hear about people having guns here for hunting, I'm like, that's fine as long as there are background checks done and all this kind of thing. That's fine. Difference in America is you've got guns that are clearly used for and capable of being used for, like, if you need an AR-15 to hunt a deer, maybe you shouldn't be hunting unless that deer has got steel hide and laser sights. So but then, as I say, I appreciate that there are arguments about having more high-powered weapons as a hobby potentially. Although again, if you need somebody off camera to shoot your beer cans like Kid Rock, then maybe you shouldn't have that much of a powerful gun.
See, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because it's classified. The AR-15s, AK-47s, SK-10s, everything, all of them, they're classified as straight line rifles. They
Okay.
shoot one damn bullet at a time unless you
Yeah.
modify it, and then you gotta jump through a lot of fucking hoops to get it
Yeah,
permitted
but
to be
how
fully
fast do they
automatic.
fire one at a time though? Because
Fast
I
as you
don't.
pull the trigger.
Yeah, right. But like, yeah, I think there was some like discussions about bump stocks and things like this. Now, one thing that I do agree about people on the right and the left about that are serious about guns and the political reasons included is that the Democrats tinkering around at the edges with gun reform, banning certain guns is never going to work. For one thing, they don't seem to understand, like they'll ban one thing on a gun, but you can easily have the same thing replicated on another. I forget the details now because it was a couple of years ago, but it's just like if they were serious about gun reform, they could do like close the loophole, for example. That legal loophole, I mean, I've known about it here in the UK for years now. So there are things that the Democrats say that they care about, and people on the actual left's frustration is that they say they care about it, but they don't actually do anything definitive to back up what they're saying. And one of those reasons I feel, like Roe versus Wade, for example, I've known for that it's been a decades-long project to overturn that since it was made, and the Democrats say they care about it, but they haven't done anything to solidify that properly in the federal law and or the constitution, which meant that it was easier to overturn. And now they might actually do something about it, but not until it's overturned. So, and similar thing with gun reform. It was like the government here were doing this stupid thing with drugs, like drugs that were designer, and they were banning this specific molecule. So all the producers had to do was add an extra oxygen hydrogen group on it, and then it was legal again. And it's like it's quite easy. You don't ban specific molecules. You're fucking about this. I don't understand because you're clearly anti-drugs. So it's just like it's either it's just incompetence. You think you don't even able to do the bare minimum for what you say you believe in. So yeah.
Yeah, that bump stock shit. They pulled a ban on that, and I think Trump lifted. I forgot what the hell it was, but it was
Yeah.
based off of that shooting we had in Las Vegas at the some country singer's concert.
Oh yeah, I
But
remember that.
there was so much controversy around that too. It's just like the rate of fire that you could hear from all the audio. That didn't sound like a bump stock. You're not. You'd have to have a bump stock, hair trigger, all kinds of modifications for that rate of fire, and it's still with all those modifications, I'm not hearing it. And a lot of gun experts fucking argued that point. It's like you're not going to get that rate of fire. And it's just the media controlled by our left here, fucking just trying to cover up the facts. This dude was a nut job. How'd you get that many accurate hits? Why they had so much surveillance footage of him walking through the casino up to his hotel room with these big, awkward looking bags. I was like, I probably would have stopped him right there at the elevator. Like, hey,
Well, I know Kurtz
got
was
there,
sort
buddy.
of seemed to be suggesting that it's all red flags, but you're saying more like you think the thing actually happened, but there's more to it than what the authorities and the media are letting on. Is I'm taking it, or do
Well,
you think
that
it's all red flags as
essentially
well?
is
Or
a false flag. That essentially is a false flag. A false flag is the narrative that is presented is not what actually occurred.
yeah. So anyway, so do you feel that? Like, do you think it was a put-up job sick, or do you just think it's like there's something hidden but you're not sure what? Or do you have a general feeling about what is being hidden? Or I mean, because it's
Well,
good to be skeptical of whatever you're told. Absolutely.
I'm at the fucking. I really need more information about this shit that we just had happen.
But with the country music festival one,
Let's
for
see
example.
Let me see what this video says. I'm just trying to find all the information I can about this. Let's see what this one says. Blah blah blah. Camel toe. No, I do not want premium. I'm never paying for YouTube Premium again.
Cell phone video shows the chaotic moments after police say a gunman opened fire at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia, an hour north of Atlanta.
We were in class and I heard like the shots. I heard it was like
What the fuck is that? I can't tell.
I think they're humans. I think there's 3 of them.
it's like 5 or 6 shots. The teachers came in and they were like, "Everybody get on the floor, cover your."
I love her glasses. I don't care. That's a bold frame style to go with, but I love that she chose those frames. They seem like a dying breed. That I
Yeah,
love
it's
her
good. It's good to
glasses.
be bold.
I love
Like
her
some people
glasses.
can carry off those big outsized glasses. So yeah.
Cover yourselves. Like we were all like hugging
Here,
each other.
Family members showing up to the school in a panic, trying to get in touch with students.
I'm said, son, please tell me you're joking. He said, no, mom. And
this is one of the worst things I hate in life. The black woman with blonde hair. That is one of the most irritating things I see
What?
in life.
What? How do you like dyed hair at all on anyone? Just out of interest, because I'm going to guess that you're not keen on blue hair. So is there any dyed color hair that you like?
Oh, I love a golf. I love a golf looking chick with dyed hair.
Yeah,
White chick, but black bitches with blonde hair. That shit just don't work. Man, they want she'll probably be one of the first ones to scream cultural appropriation when a white guy is rapping along to a song or some shit. It's like, like, well, look at you. I don't know any black natural blondes. I just don't.
I'm not joking. He said they shooting in the school and the shooter is right across the hall from me.
First responders racing to the scene this morning.
We went.
Okay, hold on. Let me back up here for a second. 'Cause that just bothered me. Hold on, right here. This little kid right here. This is a high school. This all occurred at a high school. Why is this little kid here? The parents go get their kid out of the middle school. I don't know if there's a middle school near this place or not, but you're just there now. And you can see even this sign back here. This is a school zone sign. So they're within the school zone parameters. And with all the traffic back here, it looks like they're headed into the area where this incident occurred. Why is this child, this baby here? I got problems. What'd you say there, Auntie? I think bleach hair looks gross on everyone. Even though I kind of rocked it, everyone looks like a Pete Davidson clone. It's just horrible face.
Ooh.
Agreed.
And I did tips the long way. I shaved my head off, let it grow a few inches, bleached the inch or two, and then let my hair grow out.
I've only dyed my hair one color once, and it was red.
Yeah, I did one color once, and it was blonde, and it was for the tips.
But I wasn't even fully red. It was for Dragon Con. It was like our bootleg Comic Con. But I had a mohawk, and it went from black that faded into red tips. That was the only time I've ever dyed my hair. But as I get older, I think I'm just gonna dye my shit like just straight white. Like what's his nuts? Sam Jackson from
You just go
what's
to
that
full
movie?
gray and
Jumper? That movie Jumper.
full gray.
I'm about to find a picture of him right quick.
First responders racing to the scene this morning.
We went to the hallway that it happened in, and that's when I saw like my math teacher, and he was all covered. I saw blood everywhere.
You can see students gathered on the football field moments after gunfire rang out, some reuniting with their loved ones, others appearing to circle together in prayer.
I was scared. I had so much fear. Like I'm still shaking.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck are these two guys in the back?
I don't answer questions.
This reporter is talking to the student. Who the fuck are you two? One with
Are
his
they?
earbuds in. This guy with the cornrows seems interested in the conversation of what she's saying. He seems really interested in it. This guy just seems like he couldn't care, like he's listening to the new Tom McDonald album and his fucking earpods.
Stop it! You're just fuck you, sick.
Sorry, these are things I've noticed.
Don't say sorry, man. Don't say sorry, man. It's just hilarious. I like our fucking kickbacks, bro. It's epic. You did that on purpose. You knew I'd react.
I might not get to see my family again. I mean, my brother again. I'm scared that he might not make it out.
One student telling ABC he heard multiple gunshots and screams coming from a classroom next door. His teacher locking the door, students huddling together in the back of the room. Someone
The stream might get taken down. I don't care. We're doing it live.
pounding on the door saying, "Open up." Then he heard more shots and screaming.
This is going to take multiple days for us to get answers as to what happened and why this happened.
Attorney General
Thank you. Thank you. The only part of the thing that he said that made any relevance was that it's going to take multiple days to realize what the fuck happened, why it happened. We're not going to know. And everything else he said was just nonsensical nonsense.
General Merrick Garland addressing the shooting today.
I'm devastated for the families who have been affected by this terrible tragedy. The Justice Department stands ready to provide any resources or support.
Well, yeah.
President Biden has been briefed on this tragedy by his
Why? Why? That fucking old senile jackass gonna fucking
Homeland Security advisor. He released a statement calling for new gun laws, including a ban.
new gun laws. We got great gun laws here in the States. They're fucking awesome. Gun laws
I sent you a
would not
picture.
gun laws
Sick.
would not have prevented this because this is a 14-year-old who is not legally able to buy, purchase, possess any weapon. All right. So
It's a
criminals are
human
gonna
that
do what
definitely-
criminals are gonna do. Gun
It's a
laws.
human that definitely doesn't have their frontal lobe growth proper yet. So whatever they do, it's like you're gonna charge them. Okay, well maybe sending them to juvie for 4 years will assist them. But I'm still on the point of how did they get the gun? Like you are, man. Like whose gun is this? Is this even a registered firearm?
I want to know where he got the gun from. That's all I want to know. I just want to know where he got the gun from. And they
Yeah,
still
that would
haven't
be-
said. Notice they still haven't said if the shooter, what race. So I'm guessing it wasn't a white kid, because that's what they do. If it was a black kid, they ain't gonna say it. If it was Asian, Mexican, whatever, they're not gonna say it. But if it's a white kid, oh, that's front page news. Oh, fucking white supremacists shoot school. They're not gonna say.
A ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
And you arrested the motherfucker. And here we go with this damn ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. First off, there's no such thing as an assault weapon. Anything can be used in the sense of assault. My fucking tumbler I have right here. If I took this thing and fucking went around the mall and just started boom, 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 hitting people, it is now an assault fucking tumbler. Jesus Christ. There's no such thing as an assault weapon. And then high capacity magazines. Their idea of high capacity is anything over 5 rounds. Go fuck yourself.
Do you know
This is
why?
the left.
Wait a minute. Don't standard pistols have 7 bullets in their magazine?
It depends on the size of the gun, weapon. The one I got on me right now has 9. Just because it's a slim stack. I've got a couple that I lost. Well, the ones I lost in the boating accident, they could hold up to 15. They could hold up to 20, double stacked. And they're just simple fucking sidearms you can conceal on yourself. All legal. I mean, shit. What the fuck am I supposed to do when, you restrict me to a 5-round magazine, 7-round magazine, and there's 9 people trying to kill me? Well, damn, I'm out of defense as I'm constitutionally protected to be able to do and protect myself. And they're coming at me with a more threatening manner. Oh, well, I'm fucked because the left said I can't protect myself in a
No,
reasonable manner.
yeah, but say, like I say, there are people on the right who also think that there needs to be gun reform because they think that the majority of gun owners are just macho idiots who've got no interest in being a responsible gun owner. Like the first thing you guys say is, where are the parents? Or I think Kerr said, where are the parents? And you were more like, who owns the gun? Which would be my question. How did the kid get hold of the gun at all, apart from anything else? But what you seem to be describing there is like what the police's justification is for having an arms race with criminals. As an individual, you're saying, well, I need a more high-powered gun than the criminal. But that there's not an end to that.
Yeah, Mooseman, we covered that. We caught his name. They were saying it during the press conference, and I just thought that was and such an unfortunate name for this fucker to have. Colt and is involved in a shooting. It's like, what the fuck? The comedy writes itself. What the hell was I doing here? I'm clicking on shit. I need to go get another beer. Y'all entertain chat for a second.
I'm doing research. I'm trying to find a picture because I'm good at what I do. Whenever I decide to actually do
Find it.
something, maybe I could find a picture.
Blimey.
Oh,
That's
wait,
a
I
lot
think
of
my microphone is still attached. Oh, I never
comments.
switched microphones. Oh shit. Wow, but I
mean, the
shit
thing
is
is,
never gonna stop.
the thing is that, like I say, if you're sort of understand, if I understand you correctly, you're saying I need a higher powered weapon than potentially a criminal's going to have, and if we don't consider that there's no end to that, then the next sort of question that came to my mind is that is there not a difference between potentially a number of people killed and/or killed or injured, depending on the rapidity of fire of a gun, even if it is only firing one gun at a time? Like a musket as opposed to an AR-15, for example. Do you not think that there is a difference, potentially, generally speaking, between the amount of damage that could be caused by one versus the other?
In the wrong hands.
Yeah,
in the wrong hands.
In the wrong hands, yeah, absolutely. So again, the loophole of private sales, they call car boots here, but private sales or whatever you call them there, is like that's a big loophole that Democrats or Republicans could have closed long ago, as people on the right and left have been asking them to do for a number of years now. If the Democrats were serious about gun reform, they'd have done it. If the Republicans were, they'd have done it. The NRA doesn't seem to want any gun reform at all, and just seems to be, well, they don't, and just seems to be for the arms race that you're describing. But my question is, aside from home invasion, another thing that people say is to fight the government. But the government's got all the hardware. Like, there's nobody on the planet that matches their hardware. US government policy has been, we need to take the two biggest militaries in the world after our own and have more hardware than them combined, which was China and Russia. Russia, not so much now. So, like I say, what are you going to do against a tank or a drone? What weapon do you want?
It's such an archaic thing to where that's what the Second Amendment is based on, is
a well-organized
being
militia.
able to have an equal response to a government that may become tyrannical.
Yeah,
but
my
yeah, I
understanding is a
can't.
well-organized
I can
state
own.
militia to defend against federal tyranny, not to have an arms race with criminals.
Well, I can own a fighter jet, but it can't
Yeah.
be armed. That doesn't seem fair.
That's what I mean. Like but criminally you could, if you had enough money, buy a fighter jet that's all kitted out. But again, I don't fancy your chances against the naval air force is bigger than your air force. Like the two biggest air forces in the world are both American. I don't fancy your chances.
Mooseman, yes, I agree. The AR-15, it's not really that high powered. I sold my AR-15, which was funny enough, a cult. Um, I sold it because my AK-47 had more stopping power, had more kick, had more bang for its buck. So I sold my AR. It was just like that.
Yeah.
But an AR does have good penetrating power. But in the sense of high power, not really.
Yeah. My understanding is the AR-15 is not actually that good a gun, but people that aren't serious about guns want it because it's the closest to what the military have. It's like the civvy version of what the military has. Now, I don't know if you've seen what's coming in the pipeline, but you'll probably be happy. But I'm terrified about the next civvy version of the next military release that's out there already. As far as I know, it just takes a while for it to come down to the civvy version because that's got more power for sure. And school shootings are traumatic now for some people. Oh, that's going to be fun.
They're
That's
gonna
going to be
get in the
fun.
they're gonna get in the phaser guns and shit soon enough. Fucking, they're already developing these sound
No, but
weapons.
seriously,
When is a kid
I
gonna
would look
go into
into what I'm saying because again, I forget the details. But the amount of firepower that the civvy version of the military is going to have that's next after the AR-15, and that irresponsible gunners are going to be drawn to because they know shit about guns. That's got some heavy duty firepower. If you don't think the AR-15 is up to much, and a lot of people don't, but there seems to be enough damage at shootings done, whether at concerts or schools anyway, even though the AR-15 is rubbish, and it's often that gun that's used because people want to ape the military because it's about, like you say, guns are a tool, how you use them. But if you want to be Rambo, you want the closest to what the military's got. The AR-15 was it. The next one is, yeah, it's going to be fun. Like I say, it's going to be fun.
What is this you shared here? Hold on, let me bring this up. Or try to anyway. What you got here? Curse sent me this. Chicago's
There you
gun
go.
free. Already this year. Maine can carry concealed firearms without a permit. 4 years later, Maine is the safest state in the union. You damn right. Tell me again how gun control works. Yeah. That's real shit. That's real shit. When you make places like this school, it's a gun-free zone. No criminal ever has stopped and was like, oh, this sign says it's a gun-free zone. I better not go in here with my gun and do anything bad. I will turn around now and go away. No criminal has done that ever. No idiot has done that ever. They see that fucking gun-free zone shit and fucking buildings that say no weapons permitted in here and all this shit, and just like, target. That's all they see. Because they're under the assumption that, oh yeah, nobody is going to challenge me. That's the beauty of concealed carry. I am a strong pro advocate of, if you do it legally, concealed carry. And maybe if you don't have your proper accreditation for whatever reason, but you want to just protect the innocent, I'm not gonna be mad at you, even though you're doing wrong. You are doing wrong. 16-ounce girls does not condone the illegal carry of firearms. All right. But if you feel you're doing good, you're gonna do something good, you're gonna be positive with that, you want to protect the innocent, I can't be mad at you. My fucking local Waffle House here now has a sign on their door. I think they put it up like fucking shit. It was sometime early this year. It may have been last year. They got a sign on the door now that says no weapons allowed. And like, I didn't even really notice it. I just walked in the door and I got my fucking Glock on my hip. And it was just like, sir, I'm gonna need you to step outside. I need you to put that in your vehicle. Da da da. And I was just like, why?
It's like, you look at the door, it says no weapons, da, 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 da. And I was just like, oh. And I just pulled my badge out. And oh my God, how friendly they got with me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Da, da. What would you like to order? And it was just like, that easy, huh? You didn't even check the badge. You don't even know if it's real. It is real, but it's like, you just didn't even question it. All I did was flash a piece of shiny gold metal at you. And now all of a sudden it's cool. And I tried to talk to her about, like, well, why did y'all, why? What happened? Did something happen up here? Da 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 da. There's another Waffle House about fucking 5-6 miles down the road. They don't have that sign. So it was just like, and Waffle House can be corporate or franchise. I think this one is I don't even know. I don't know if it's corporate or franchise. They usually have the plaque that says if it's owned by somebody or if it's owned by Waffle House. But I really don't know their standing in the sense of that. Who is this? Smoking G Sharp. Smoking NG Sharp. I know your name. I recognize
Thank you. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I'm party crashing here.
Where are you?
Where am I? I'm located in Arizona.
No, not that. In the sense
He's
of
over there.
your
It's
camera.
over there.
Oh,
I
there you
told
are.
you it's over there. It's not over there. You're asking the spiritual guy where an entity
Yes.
is. It's over there.
Over
Like
there.
I'm talking to a guitar and some pictures on the wall. All right. Thanks for
Well,
joining.
I thought of just doing, my moniker, but
Oh, Daria.
Yay.
I am a Daria.
Love
Thank
it.
you for letting me
I
up.
love her.
I just wanted to jump in and say a couple of things. With the Second Amendment, it was not designed for hunting or even home protection. It was designed to keep the tyranny out of our government.
Yes.
And that's why they hate it so much. Oh, they hate it. Yeah. So I just
Matthew.
just kind of wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The fucking we are absolutely granted that constitutional right shall not be infringed. And fucking, but I'm all for the sense of gun reform, gun restrictions. The way we got it set up now here in the States, it's fine. Private sales can be picky. The left likes to bring up this
But
shit about,
private sales
well,
is a
you go
loophole.
to
Private
a
sales is a
gun show.
loophole that
No,
should
they
be
try to
closed
use
because it
gun
goes
shows.
against the rest of the law because it's not the same background checks or whatever, if I remember correctly. And the thing is as well, the 2A is a well organized militia. My understanding is so that states can protect themselves from the federal government if needs be, not for individual citizens that think they can take on the Air Force or 2 air forces on their own. Like I say, I don't understand why individuals think they need weapons to take on the US military. That's not a well-organized militia. That's an individual who's got delusions of Rambo or Terminator.
Right, Lime.
I don't get it.
And
Shut up, Lobo. This is your
my
fault.
opinion about gun reform and gun laws means literally, my personal opinion means literally nothing because, like, I think everybody is agreeing. The Second Amendment says, shall not be infringed upon. Therefore, that means if I want to put a silencer and a drum mag on my gun with a scope, you can fuck off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If I want to own a tank with a bazooka, I should be able, I should be just as equal as the government. But getting to Limey's point, well, over here, they really just messed everything up. The states were supposed to be their own individual countries to begin with. It's states that are united. But as you've seen, even before we were born, that was all taken over, and now the the federal government has the big say on everything. But getting down to why I feel if I have a pistol in my home and that's going to help me against a tyranny, I do indeed think, yes, if, in nature, everything counts in large amounts. So if you have a populace, let's say 1,000 people, protesting, and they're carrying a weapon against a National Guard that's been sent out against us, that National Guard really will think twice before they just start pulling us out of homes. I'm just saying, it gives people pause. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I might well agree with you. And the thing is that you could have an extended conflict, but I just don't fancy your chances. And there'd be an awful lot of people dead on both sides potentially before it's over.
Yeah, it
and
usually is in war.
America will be not able to defend itself afterwards.
I see. Yeah, I can't see that far into the future, but
Look at this guy. I want you to see this guy. This is why I don't watch the news.
This after a teenage gunman went on a rampage inside a high school.
What is up with that hair?
his or hers? I mean, they both.
Him.
She needs a haircut too. These women who wear extremely long
No,
hair.
her hair is fine.
As a girl, I'm saying no.
I love long hair. Well, I take short hair too.
A little shorter.
That one student we were looking at couldn't tell if she was damn near had a buzz cut. As short as my hair is now, I can't do it that short. No. But I like long hair, when the girl's up on top and that hair drapes over your face. Okay, I said too much. But anyway.
No, it's true. Young girls with beautiful hair.
Wait a minute. What?
What?
What's going on here? Let's get back to the show.
Taco? Huh? What?
Let's get back to the show.
Cool. Investigators
This
just
guy,
sharing that gunman is a 14-year-old.
God, I hate his haircut.
It's just at Appalachia High School. He is alive and in custody.
And now, keep in mind, YouTube, I'm not making fun of a tragedy. I'm picking at the people that are talking about it. All right. Fuck.
Tonight.
Investigators say 2 students and 2 teachers were killed. I want to give you a look at the scene outside of the high school in Barrow County, Georgia, which is about an hour northeast of Atlanta. Right now, local, state, and federal investigators are on that scene. They're going to be there, of course, throughout the night.
And investigators sharing they have interviewed the shooter and his family. They are planning.
Well, what was he? I'm still trying to find information about this. What
I have to
was the
go
shooter?
to my person. I have to use my person that actually has subscriptions to things before I'm allowed to acquire a picture, because I may or may not have found yearbook photos of Colt Gray from exactly the Windsor School of Apache. So I'm waiting on my person that does the subscription things right now.
Now, this is, of course, an active situation. And here's what we know so far. Police say they received active shooter. These guys are based out of, they come out of Macon, Georgia. No, so far. That's that helicopter we was looking at. That's Life Flight. They come out of Macon, Georgia. I guess it wouldn't take them long to get up to Winder when needed, and I'm sure they just came and got somebody that was wounded, critical, probably flew them to Grady Hospital in Atlanta. But yeah, that's a Life Flight. I've met a couple people that work for them. They do a great service. Police say they received active shooter calls around 10:20 this morning. They were on the scene within minutes.
4 people were killed, 9 injured. Our sister station in Atlanta says an area hospital tells them that 3 of the victims have non-life-threatening injuries. A 14-year-old student does describe being in the classroom when that shooter opened fire.
Started running, he started shooting like 10 times. He shot.
Does this look like a high school student? You look middle school to me at best.
This is junior high. You forgot. These are 14 to 18-year-olds. This is high
To be
school.
high school.
14 to 18 is high school. Yeah, a 14-year-old was shot. That's probably a 14 or 15-year-old. Yeah,
Kid
there's
looks like
something
he's
in the water, and I'll agree. It's
He looks
different
like
than
he's
even whenever I
12.
was a kid.
Oh wait, how dare I assume the gender?
Right, exactly. How dare we assume anything about the individual being shown on the screen? Correct.
I'll tell you what, though, I am gonna shit on your hairline here. Your fucking dread should come all the way forward. There shouldn't be this section here. But anyway, this stream's gonna get banned.
He shot at least 10 times. And then I ran to the back of the classroom. I dived behind the desk. And my teacher
Dove. You dove behind the desk. Dove. Oh dear God. Oh, I'm the English language is such a precious thing, but
had got in front of me like he was guarding. But like the gunshots were so close to me.
You see just how young these students are. That boy.
yeah, see just how young these students are. They look like they're not even high schoolers. Yeah.
He told reporters he saw several of his classmates bleeding, some with what looked to be serious injuries. Now we have this new video right here that was taken by a student as they sheltered inside of a classroom. This is the moment that police officers entered that room and then directed these students toward an exit. Those students were led to a football field in order to reunite with family. There are about 1,900 students at Appalachia High School. Some students were held for hours after the threat was cleared to talk with investigators. Barrow County Superintendent says all schools will, of course, be closed for the rest of the week. This is a developing story.
All schools will be closed for the rest of the week. Fine, whatever.
It's like it's a snow day and nobody knows what to do because there's a half an inch of white stuff on the ground.
Yeah,
I'm so desensitized by all this, man. It just
is that not a concern though that you're desensitized by it because it happens that often, or it seems to?
No, it's just I'm desensitized by chaos with humanity in general. I'm just desensitized by it. It doesn't affect me the way it affects everyone. It's like, holy crap!
It doesn't affect everyone. A lot of people aren't concerned at all. I mean, every time there's a mass shooting, the NRA goes very quiet for a few weeks and wait while gun sales go through the roof, and then start going on about they're coming for your guns. It's a very obvious repeating pattern.
Thank you.
And
agree.
they sponsor an awful lot of politicians. The NRA used to be about responsible gun ownership, kind of like what Six's advocating for, but they're not that anymore.
Okay, y'all can be 14 in the 9th grade. I was 14 in the 9th grade. The problem is that kid looked like he was about fucking 12 or 10. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, how do you guys feel about Kevlar textbooks and Kevlar backpacks for kids? And shooting drills? How do you feel about those?
Not effective. Expensive.
No, exactly. They're potentially not effective. So
it should be paid for by the school.
To go back to what you were saying, to what you were saying before about if you have no guns, they think it's a soft target. That's fine. But if the shooter wants to die, they're going to want guns there.
I say
a lot of these shooters want to die, so that isn't going to stop. Having guns on site is not going to stop the shooter.
We have computers. We just teach the children at home now. That's one less infrastructure the taxpayer has to worry about. All over, it's a good thing now. We've got the internet. We've got computers. Homeschool these kids and then give them after-school activities to do. You know what I mean?
For like socializing and stuff.
Yes, if socialization.
Absolutely.
Yes,
that's great if you're a responsible parent or you feel that you've got the education yourself to do that. If you haven't got the resources, or you live out in the sticks where there's no decent internet connection, you haven't got the education yourself to feel confident, educate your kid. I mean, this is why you should have universal education, healthcare, basic things necessary for a good human life. And it shouldn't be left to individuals or private companies to provide those.
No, 2020 showed us that you can have school sessions just on the internet. They can still see all the kids. Yes,
but they
and
lost out on
also,
socialization. And I appreciate what you're saying about art, but like I say, there's large section of the population that just will not feel. There's people that won't be interested in doing that because they feel it's somebody else's job, and there are people that won't feel able to do that, and there are people that will try but won't be able to do it.
yeah.
There's an awful lot of barriers to that.
I see. Yeah. Well, living out in the Hinterville, that's its own lifestyle, and people choose that to be more isolated. So I can't really
No.
speak for
You
them.
think everybody that
Damn
lives in
right,
the sticks chose to live there? That's incredible. Wow. Okay.
Well, here
I mean,
you
some
have a
will.
choice. No, here we have a
you
choice.
don't. No, you don't. If you don't have any public transport in large parts of rural America and you've got no money, you are stuck in that town for life.
No, you're not.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, it's
People
easy
can
to
give you a bus
relocate when
ticket
you've
to
got no
LA. No
job,
one's gonna
no
stop
money.
you
How are you
there.
going to relocate anywhere?
Homeless.
If I'm in the middle of
There's a
bumfuck,
there's a
you send me a
reason
ticket
why
to
certain
LA,
accents
I'm
in
gonna give
America
you a
haven't changed for
finger
hundreds
because
of
it's already
years
cheap
due
as
to
bumfuck
social,
compared to
economic, and
LA.
geographical isolation, and not having a public transport infrastructure in the States only contributes to that.
We do. They call them cars.
There's a yeah, and if you can't afford to run one,
Then there are tons of
that's
homeless people.
incredible. Again, what
get
a
around just
nice life
fine.
you have
Just
that you
fine.
think that everybody can afford a car. I'm happy
Well,
for you.
because
Really.
that's American. Most people do here.
No, they don't though. That's the problem. You think they do, but there's there's an awful lot of people in America that don't own cars, and younger people, car ownership's actually declining.
Well, I don't know about the younger people, but I'm telling you, right, the average home that I've ever lived around has 2.5 cars in their garage.
Right.
I mean,
and
it's
I
just,
know plenty of people in the States that, and all their neighbors do own no cars.
well, I suppose if you're in New York City, why bother? But
well, yeah, absolutely. If
even
you've got good public infrastructure, then yeah, why bother having a
we
car?
do,
Absolutely.
we do. I'm telling you, the homeless get
Well,
around
you
just
don't,
fine.
because when I went to visit my relatives in Virginia and North Carolina, the only train lines there are freight. And I don't even have to go to America to know that.
Well,
I'm very confused why you think that there is good public infrastructure in all of America. There
It's
isn't even
not
good
like
public
Europe.
infrastructure
It
here for
is not,
transport.
I can tell you, you're right. It is not like Europe at all as far as trains and such go. Because we have cars. It's just a whole different vibe over here. And yes, you can go anywhere. You don't have to be stuck in something rural. And I'll step down off of that.
I just, like I say, I just think that if you're poor, you don't have the option of having a car. So being able to travel, the freedom loving America that it is, you think that they would have the opportunity, that money wouldn't be a barrier to being mobile.
Have you met my friend Sovereign Citizen? A lot of people don't have cars. But anyway, we'll get into that later. But I understand what both of you are saying. I totally get it. And I love hearing you two banter back and forth.
I do too. I love a good debate, Limey. Please don't take me personally. This is just.
I'm sorry as well, because I was being a bit snarky.
Oh, no,
there.
no apologies.
At the beginning of that debate, I
Good
wanted
debate.
to jump in, but then suddenly it was like, nope, I'm not jumping in. But all that fighting for school is fine and dandy until you realize that it's just to institutionalize you and get you ready for society. So you have to do what they tell you to do.
You have to walk their line in you do, yes. But I'm just saying you can do it online now. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to go to school now. You can do it all online.
Yeah, they
can teach us all the wrong stuff online.
I saw a news article here just a couple of days ago about a posh school where you have to pay loads of money every time to go, and they're running an AI experiment where the kids are still going into the classroom, but they're all being taught using AI, and then they have activities for the social aspect and stuff. So, yeah.
America. I'm going to check this one out right quick. Let's go ahead and get this stream banned because I'm playing all this fucking ill shit. But this is apparently somebody connected to the staff that
let me introduce you
has
to
insight on the kid.
Lila, who's 16 years old. She was actually
in
algebra class just this morning, elbow to elbow with that shooter. Colt Gray, as he's been named by the Georgia
Is he
Bureau of
black or white?
Investigations. Let me first start with how
Is
are
he
you?
green or
How are you?
purple?
I'm just gonna say I've never met a black kid named Colt. I've never met an Asian kid named Colt. I've never met a Mexican kid named Colt or any other race. Only kids I know named Colt. I've met two named they were white. Why aren't we saying this?
How are you coping?
I'm okay. I'm pushing through it, talking to friends, making sure, everyone else is okay, checking on people around me.
Can you bring me back? What happened?
I just remember, like, the moment that it happened, he was at the door, and I knew they were looking for him already, but he was at the door, and they almost let him in until they backed up, and then he turned away, and that's when you hear, like, the first rounds of fire.
So he was in class with you, in algebra class. He left. Then he came back, was at the door, and then knocking to be let back in. Why? You told me something about the doors.
Yeah, they lock automatically, so you have to be let in to come back into our classroom. So I think
what?
That's a mechanic. That's an electronic mechanic. The doors are locked on the outside so that nobody can just walk into a classroom.
That's a goddamn nice ass school. Shit. So how did this
Yeah,
happen?
yeah.
You got locks like that on these doors. This kid still managed to injure that many people.
I've got an
Kill
idea.
4.
Do you remember? You remember Uvalde, right? If I remember correctly, one of the doors was propped open. One of the doors was propped open, so it didn't matter how fancy the locks were. People are going to do shit like that. So
that was one door. She's talking about a classroom door inside.
Yeah, but all I'm just making the point is, like, you can have you can have things that are supposed to help avoid this, but if somebody's going to do something silly like proper door open, I'm not saying it applies in this case. I'm just saying that's one example where they had locks, but somebody propped the door open. So
yeah, Uvalde was the disaster it was on itself because of the idiotic police force.
Yep.
That still a disgrace.
Okay, I'm inclined to agree with Lobo. I think he's going to look similar to the guy that shot towards Trump. Okay, back to the show.
Yeah, I think Colt's I don't know. Nobody has mentioned his race. I'm starting to think Colt was black.
I think he wanted to come to us first.
First nigga I ever known of named Colt.
To you first to shoot?
Yes, to shoot us class.
And then he was at the door. Student
But
went
she's smiling about
Smile? Did you just smile?
You caught that too. You caught that too. You caught that. You caught that one. You caught the one out of the 15 things I've already caught from this chick.
Whoa, let's back that up.
Coached to say this story.
Let's back that up.
To shoot us class.
And then he was at the door. Student went to open.
And then she acts like, yeah, I'm not even going to say what this face is after the smile.
I swear, man.
The door, and then what happened?
She backed away. I think she saw him, or maybe somebody said something, but I'm pretty sure she saw that he had a gun, and so she backed away.
So she was about to let him into the class. You think to shoot the students, saw that he had a gun, did not let him in. What happened next?
He turns to the classroom to what would have been my right, and he just starts to shoot, and you hear like about 10 to 15 rounds back to back.
What did you hear? What did you think was going on in those moments?
Hold on. She said you hear about 15
10,
rounds.
15 rounds.
I don't know many 16-year-olds that talk like that. Especially
that's why I've already
girls.
stated it feels like she was coached to say this story. As soon as she walked up, I was already getting that impression. But go ahead.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. This is in Winder, Georgia. It's North Atlanta. There's more pro-gun people up there, so maybe she could be familiar and trained with how to use firearms from her parents. Given that region of Georgia, you get a lot in the north and a lot in the south of Atlanta. But within Atlanta itself, it's just all willy-nilly gangster shit. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
When as soon as they didn't let him in, you kind of like, I don't know, I already kind of had a feeling it was gonna happen and it was him. But as soon as they didn't let him in, and you hear the gunshots, you kind of like know.
You knew that.
That was another smile. That was another smirky fucking smile.
Right there, you got it paused right. That right there, that face right there she has on right now.
This is just suspicious, no?
Yeah, she's looking for confirmation, it seems like. Like, is that how I should say it, kind of look? You know?
Maybe.
Yeah,
smile. Women smile when they try to please.
That I wasn't going to say anything. Like, she was making sure, like, do you believe me? Or she was.
Or that could be it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
YouTube, not trying to criticize this poor girl and discredit her story, okay? We're just making observations.
That's
right.
right.
This is a reaction video, YouTube. Calm the fuck down.
I'm laughing over here. We're all having fun. Nobody's actually.
That's right. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Exactly.
You knew that something very bad was happening next door. Did he ever say anything?
No, he never really talked. He was pretty quiet. He wasn't there most times. Either he just didn't come to school or he just would skip class. But even when he would have talked, it was one-word answers or just short statements.
You told me off camera you weren't surprised that he would be the shooter. Why is that?
Just because when you think of like shooters and how they act or things that they do, it's usually the quiet kid, or like that's a stereotype for it to be. And
fuck you.
If you don't mind, can we go back to 22 minutes 20 seconds? If you don't mind, whenever you start this back up, please. Thank you.
I understand what she's saying about, it's usually the quiet kids. I kind of got labeled that in some situations because I'm typically the quiet one, but when shit hits the fan, I am the rager. I'm the one that people are scared of. I was feared a lot. It's just like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling. I got no problems with you. Fucking hell.
I had a different definition of popular. If you walked into my high school and asked who I was, that kid over there, don't talk to him.
No, this day of age, that was one thing when I was in school. But now, this day and age, that seems like a red flag where this kid should have been watched thoroughly. Where the fuck? He said he left and came back with a gun, so apparently he had it in his locker. But y'all got electronic fucking locking doors on your goddamn individual classrooms. No metal detectors. If you go through that extreme to have this fucking security protocol for your damn doors, I guess that's just a response to all of the recent school shootings. But we didn't take any more measures beyond that. Just quiet kid that has a gun in his locker. What the fuck is going on here, really?
If we are to continue just having students go to a brick and mortar, they were thinking about having the teachers carry. What happened to that?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Oh, you were. I must have.
Why did you kick yourself? You know where
I know. I may come back sometime.
You know where the chat is, or the link is. You're always welcome. But yeah, what were we talking
about? Teachers.
About the teachers having guns.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the fence. I'm going to say I'm on the fence with that one.
Some teachers.
I'm all about it, as long as they're properly screened and properly trained.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I'm on the fence. That's how come I said my opinion about gun laws, etc., differs from the Constitution. But we live in America, so we might as well talk about what the Constitution says.
Yeah, and then that gun needs to be properly secured.
Exactly. Some way.
So where shit. Yeah, I don't think the teacher needs to carry it, but it definitely needs to be somewhere on their desk under a
in their desk, locked
system.
Up in their desk somewhere.
Yeah, where a kid just can't pry it open.
Right.
It needs to be something secured that a kid just can't access.
Right. These days they have thumbprint IDs. I mean, it's pretty clever. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that would cost less than electronic doors on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
well, I mean, I got no problem with the electronic doors.
No, me either. But
that is so true.
Even with
That is
their
so true.
electronic doors,
Biometrics is cheaper than electronic doors.
even
All of
with
them,
their
yeah.
electronic doors, this still happened.
Or why can't we just put two real security guards in these schools that watch every student in and out? There's 2 doors, 2 guards. That's how you get in and out. Sorry, it's just that, I mean, they do it in the subways.
One of my greatest gripes or arguments, discrepancies, whatever the fuck word I'm trying to use right now, is we got a lot of military vets
Yeah.
that are homeless, jobless, what the fuck ever.
Bingo.
Screen them, hire
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Armed security for these damn schools, and there's so many. You can have at least one or two in every damn school.
Yeah.
I mean,
About being on
shit.
the fence. It's like you have to have people who have been trained to actually have a firearm in their possession. You can't expect somebody who's went to college to teach education and suddenly put a gun in their hand and say protect the kids as well. In my opinion.
Right. Yeah. A select few teachers maybe intermixed in there, you know, that can really not only handle the weapon, but will use it the right way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was the one that fit that description in our class.
Did you ever see the gun, or did the student that go to the door see the gun, describe it to you guys?
No, I haven't talked with her after this. It was all pretty hectic.
Oh, how convenient!
Did he ever have a hobby of guns, hunting? Did he ever talk about any of that?
No, he never really talked.
Can you tell me what it was like inside of the classroom when you hear those gunshots go off? How I heard that you helped to keep the other students calm, right?
Yeah, most of when we heard it, most people just dropped to the floor and kind of crawled in an area, piled on top of each other, lost a shoe when they were, trying to get to a corner. The teacher turned off the lights, but we all just kind of piled.
Turned off the lights at 10:40 in the morning.
The lost the shoe is where I lost.
What is that gonna do?
That is funny, so true.
You know what? I'll be fair. It could be a classroom with no windows. I'll be fair on that. I'm still hung up on this she said she aired 15 rounds. You know, that could be a pistol or a rifle.
10 to 15 rounds, correct.
I just still don't know the ethnicity of the shooter. I don't know what kind of gun he used. I'm not hearing the shit I need to hear.
Piled together, and I pushed desks in front of us. I was just telling people oh, push desks in front of you, block in front of you, get low, things like that.
And are there any metal detectors in the school?
No, not that I know of.
Did you guys drill for active shooters? We know that some school districts do that.
They were silent drills, so we stayed in our seats. The teachers kept teaching through them. I think it was more for the system of it instead of preparing us.
How quickly, from the moment that you heard the gunshots go off to the hard lockdown alert going on the screens, letting everyone else in the school know that something had gone wrong, how long did that take? Do you recall?
Maybe a couple minutes, but it wasn't instant.
Now, I gotta say something about this. Why is this bitch holding her phone?
That's a good observation.
And it's plugged in. It's plugged into something. That's what the
is it plugged into the microphone so that the microphone is wireless? What's going on here? What is this new stuff going on now, man? What is this technology that we don't know about? Is the phone charging the microphone? Is the microphone charging the phone? What's the microphone actually plugged into? Who's the camera guy?
Yeah, I'm starting to question her journalistic credibility. Why are you holding your phone? The teenager is not even holding her phone, but you are. And we
Oh,
know how
man.
teenagers are. They didn't put their phones down. But you, grown woman, why are you? What the fuck?
How long did that take? Do you recall?
Maybe a couple minutes, but it wasn't instant.
At what point did you know that this was over?
When
the cops came in and
the
said,
room
yeah.
and asked us to put our hands up, asked us if we had anything. A little bit after that, they let us all out. But when it was kind of quiet, you hear like cops yelling, but it's kind of quiet. There's no more gunshots, things like that.
What was that communication like with your parents? I mean, all of us have phones nowadays. I spoke with many students.
Yes. All of us have phones nowadays. We saw yours, fucking bitch. God damn it. You showed
Ma'am,
it on
we're
the
not allowed
camera.
to have our
Wow.
phones while we're in class. So our phones were in the lockers, and the lockers are in the hallways, and the hallways were locked down, and we weren't allowed to go into our lockers because we were outside on the football field.
Oh my God.
What they thought might be their last words to their parents. What was that like for you?
I called my mom. I called her and I was like, "Oh, they're shooting up the school." She thought it was like, she didn't believe me at first, and I was like, "No, they actually are."
You called your mom. You should have called the cops. I mean, maybe. Okay. Being at ground zero, you seeing the shooter, you know the guy, you just dispelled all this information of how close you were to it, but you called your mom and not the police. I find that I find it troubling. I'm not going to say fishy, but I find it troubling, disturbing.
Actually are. And I talked to her for a second, and she was like, "Oh, I'm on my way right now." And then I was like, "Okay, I gotta go call other people."
I'm on my way right now because I'm bringing the army with me and National Guard. Hey, mom, stay at home. You can't do shit. All right. Let the fucking scene be handled by law enforcement because you trying to show up on scene, they're just going to push you back to a perimeter and say, stay here. And that's as far as you're going to get. But my daughter's in there. Yeah, so is everybody else's daughter and sons out here. Shit. Fucking hell. What?
Man, I noticed that as soon as she started asking her questions about once everything calmed down and you started talking to your mom, I noticed her flow of text, her flow of speech changed a bit. Like the way she speaks.
Good point, Keith.
You get what I'm trying to say there, Sick?
Yeah. Great fucking point, Keith. Fuck. She made a phone call. You should have texted her. That's what you people do, kids, whatever.
In the school, out of school, everywhere. And I'm just texting and calling kind of everybody.
And what was that like leaving the school? I saw videos of
Exhilarating. I was out of
officers escorting the
class.
students with their hands raised. What was that like for you?
It was protocol, obviously, but I was glad it was over. Like, I was glad we were able to leave. I was looking for my friends that were there. I was comforting the ones that had been through a little bit of a harder time.
And then, Lila, what would you say to this
Oh,
student
that was
that you were
a
just
look
elbow
for
to elbow with
confirmation
just this
right
morning in
there.
algebra class, and now this?
I'm not sure. I want to know why.
Why do you keep bringing up that she was in algebra class? What does it matter what subject of the class it was she was in? Why do you keep bringing that up?
He did it. I think that would be I want to know why.
Lila, thank you so much for your
I
time.
want to know why.
I appreciate it, and the
We'll
best to you and
probably
your
never
family and your
know.
community.
That's
Thank you for talking to us.
that goes back to that. Jake,
they're legally robbing you.
Shut up. Stop screaming. Get this fucking guy out of here. I don't know,
So
man.
I did send you a second picture. I did send you another picture, but I'm still on the trail right now. I'm on the trail. I went to a secondary person, and they're looking into it, see if they can get me something.
this is fucking crazy that that information just automatically is not available. Because if it was a white kid, that shit is that's the first thing they will say, and the Dems would already be out there ahead of it, screaming white supremacy and this shit. You know, the old mass shooters are white kids, and that's fucking inaccurate and false.
Do you think?
Hell,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
One question: do you think that they'll hold his parents accountable like they did in that one mass shooting?
they're saying they're gonna charge him as an adult.
His parents?
I'm thinking. See that's that stuck standpoint. At hold on, let me switch over because I need a cigarette now because I'm so fucking worked up and
Oh.
angry. But the let's see here. I'll make sure the microphone's working right. All right. The whole thing about holding the parents accountable, that's that information we're looking for. To see basically where did he get the weapon from.
Yeah.
I believe if he got if it's a weapon that was owned by his parents, they need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
If they just had it improperly secured, but at the same time, um, how were they to know that he would do something like this?
Oh yeah, pre-crime. It's not a thing right
But
yet.
but again, at the same time, if there has been a history of problems with
Yeah.
this kid, activity like this that the parents knew of, okay, then I'm coming back to holding the parents accountable. But if this kid just fucking got this wild hair up his ass and he's like, oh, I know where my parents' gun is, and goes and takes it, um, I really can't hold the parent too accountable for that. Um, I could hold them accountable for the sense of knowing they have an underage kid and not properly securing the weapon, having it locked. Not even
Excuse
necessarily
me.
in a gun cabinet or a safe, but having it barrel locked or trigger
Excuse
locked.
me.
So
I
he can
found your
access.
picture, sir. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette now. I found your picture. It's in your inbox.
All right, I'll check it out in a second here. I'm outside smoking too. But yeah, it's gonna be a weird hoop to jump through to hold the parent accountable. Being 14 years old, I don't know if the DA is gonna try to go after the parents or not. I would
Yeah.
imagine they would. I don't know exactly how they do things up there in Barrow County, but they might not because it seems like this kid like again like I was saying before, if this kid has a history of problems that the parents know about, then yeah, they need to be held accountable. It's just like, you should have been, you saw the warning signs that he might be a tad bit unstable. And like this girl was saying in the interview, he was the quiet one. He always gave one short word
Mhm.
responses to questions and shit. And it's like, well, that's a red flag. Not necessarily, but maybe he was just a quiet kid. But you
Yeah.
know, people look at the quiet kids. They
Social
did that shit to
problems,
me.
possibly. Yeah.
Possibly, yes.
You
But
know,
they're gonna
well,
charge him as an adult.
as they should. I mean, when it's this heinous, you know, they're in a league all their own. You know what I mean? Obviously, his mind has not even begun to develop at that age. I just wonder, why are so many kids, children, young adults, young adults, when you start hitting 14, are going this route when something is not right in their lives. This is, I mean, in my day, this would have really been unheard of. You know, if someone's got problems at home, and I went to school with several kids, you could tell there was something really not right. But they didn't go taking it out on everyone else. And wow, what's going on?
Yeah, there's definitely one of these unheard. I want to say unheard instances, but I didn't have this problem when I was in school. I graduated high school in 2000,
Oh, okay.
and the only shootings we had at school were between like rival gang members.
Yeah,
It wasn't some fucker walking around, and that was the first school shooting we heard of was the shit that happened at Columbine,
Uh-huh.
and I automatically got tagged as a possible next Columbine shooter because I would walk around. I was in jazz band. Um, I was in band through high school and jazz band. I played bass guitar before I played drums, so I would walk around with my bass guitar, and it looks like a rifle case,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it was a mixture of kids. It was like, oh shit, he's gonna shoot the place up. He's gonna shoot the place up. Da, da, da. And our school resource officer, who hated me, would stop me
Oh.
frequently.
Oh.
What's in the guitar? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
well,
What's
the
in the
bag
guitar
says.
case? The violin case.
I'm like, the bag says Ibanez on it. What do you
Oh,
think is in
nice.
it? He's like, open the bag.
Oh. Yes,
And
yeah,
the first time, like the first time he did it, I'm like, all right. And I start to quickly open the bag, and he's got his hand on his gun. I'm like, really, dude? And I just unzipped it, and he saw a bass guitar.
yeah.
I'm
Don't
like, you
shoot the bass
happy
player.
now?
Don't do it.
But
Yeah, I
this is
know. It's crazy.
Ready to
It's
go, bro. Ready to go. I bet he already had the strap, the button unclipped off the holster, ready to pull it out, ready and waiting, man, wanting you to do something. I
this is
was
the
labeled
same
too.
guy. This is the same guy that drug me to the principal's office because I was carrying my skateboard after school. I'm taking my skateboard out my locker and getting ready to go home. And he's like, "Oh, what are you doing with that?" I'm like, "I'm going home." That's a weapon. I'm like, "It's a skateboard." That's a weapon. And drug me to the principal's office. This is a
oh,
black cop.
Karen. It was a
He
Karen
just
cop.
hated me. He hated me just because I didn't fit into the societal norm of what it's supposed to be black. Because I wasn't walking around with my pants hanging off my ass going, yeah, yeah, shout, yo, yo, what's up? I was a metalhead fucking punk rocker skater.
Oh,
That was just me.
yeah. Well,
That
good,
dude
good.
hated me. He drugged me to the principal's office. He's like, "Oh, he's got a weapon." Da, da, da. He's holding my skateboard up with his two fingers and shit. And he's like, oh, and my principal's just like, "Okay, all right, I'll take care of him. Don't worry, officer. I'll deal with him." Da, da, da. And he just leaves the office finally. So I'm sitting there with the principal, and he's just like, does that guy have something against you? I was like, I don't know. And me and him just sat there and talked for 30 minutes. And we just chilled. The principal fucking loved me.
Yeah,
Fucking,
he saw it. He
he
saw what was
knew
going
me.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knew me.
He had a Karen cop. He knew it.
And that was in shit. I think that was 11th grade. And he told that motherfucker to leave me the fuck alone. But that fucker finally got his gratification when I got arrested um later that year for doing dumb shit. I stole something out of Kroger, and that was at the closest precinct where they take people for the county was in Forest Park where he worked for. So I'm sitting there on the bench, handcuffed to it, and this motherfucker just happens to walk in,
You sure he
and
just so
he
happened
looked
to
at
walk in?
me. He looked at me and he's just like, "Yeah, I knew you'd end up here one day." And I damn near broke my fucking wrist trying to jump off of that bench to get at his ass. It's just fucking, ooh.
That frog in you just ready, bitch, ready. Let's go.
But funny enough, of course, when I got out, back in school and shit, You know, he couldn't bother me anymore. I was off limits, thanks to the principal. So he couldn't say shit. He just give me snarky looks. Every time I saw him, he just give me these snarky fucking looks. I hated that fucking dude. Officer fucking Randall. Yeah, I will dox the hell out of your ass, Officer Randall. Fuck you.
Yeah. I had a couple teachers that same way. We just did not. We clashed. It was hate at first sight, and it's hard because you have to be there. You got to go through. It's like a job. You got to be there with that coworker. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Sick found it. I bet Sick found it, and he's ready to go now. Did you see the picture? I did my work. I'm good at what I do. I'm good at what I do. I did my work, and I handed in my homework, and it's in your inbox, Sick.
Let me check. Open.
This has to be him. 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 No joke. This has to be him.
I'm really trying to figure out how to run 3 screens. I can't get my other monitor to link to my other one. I think I got to get a certain cable. I think this would be so much easier with 3. All right, let me see if I can bring this in. Let's see here. Present, share screen. And well, shit, that's not the way I did it last time, but I should have bring it up this way. Oh shit. Now I lost StreamYard. What the fuck?
There you go.
Bring him a full screen. Coke Ray. This is Coweta High School. 14 years old. Maybe.
Like, this has to be him because of the way that I'm thinking about it, because the year he graduates, and we haven't even been in school long enough to get him this year's photo. You get my point? So this has to be from his 8th grade year, the 8th grade school. You get what I'm putting on the table here?
Yes. Yeah. I can see that.
Let's see here if I can do this.
And he does look a lot like the Trump shooter. You're correct. I mean, just
he just doesn't have glasses.
Yeah. Different haircut.
Quite possibly here. But it says Coweta and HS next to it. It's Coweta High School.
Yeah, this is in Oklahoma. So they moved.
Is that what that okay is?
And that's what I'm putting on the table here. Like, this things line up this way with this guy.
Don't worry, Facebook. We're casting doubt. We're not saying that this is said person.
We're questioning whether or not. We're just saying the stars align in this direction. Is all we're stating.
YouTube, we're just questioning. This is the closest we found, since the news media will not give us any information. We have to do investigations on our own because y'all are not giving us any damn information.
They have to write it. They have to write it out, and then they have to send it to all the major media. So it's paragraph to paragraph, all said the same way once they release all of that. Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me try.
On Saturday we'll figure all that out, and Monday we'll release a full report. Don't worry.
Yeah. When it's all been confirmed and approved.
As soon as it goes up to the higher powers that have to circulate with the moon and come
There
back
you go.
down to the
Yep.
holographic projector. Remember, I'm just a crazy guy in the corner that gets paid because I'm crazy. Don't listen to anything I say.
We are in a matrix. It's crazy that way. Oh my gosh.
They live is real.
Yes. I have a theory about that, but I won't go on it right now because it'll be too off topic. But yeah, sometime.
What? About the glasses?
Oh, a lot of things that has been said here, actually.
Now, this is one of the things that'll drive me crazy is they're probably trying to protect his identity because he's a minor. But
Correct.
if you're going to charge him as an adult, then that should be released. If you're going to charge him as an adult.
When they decide they will do that is whenever they will decide that they're going to publicize what XYZ ABCD.
Yeah, they're getting their story right.
Exactly like you said, Sick, and exactly like I reiterated. We'll do all that on Saturday and give you a full report on Monday. Don't you worry. It'll be on your 6 a.m. Monday news play all day long.
Here we go. Of course, this is beautiful. Damn it, where's the tab? Is this the tab? Yeah, that's the tab. Fucking hell. From the great reliable news source of CNN, at least 4 killed in Georgia high school shooting. Okay. Now let's scroll up a little bit here, and they say exactly what you think they're going to say.
Yep.
Weapon used in Georgia school shooting was an AR style rifle. AR style. Right. I get so sick of hearing that shit.
Yeah, they're twisting
It
words.
either was an AR or it wasn't an AR.
Yeah. No, they're spinning. This is already spinning the lie. Mm-hmm.
This is 9 minutes ago. Fuck you, CNN.
That's their knee jerk right there. AR. Knee jerk.
Watch Appalachia students describe it. Fuck off. Students huddled in classroom. Yes, okay. Students describe harrowing moments. Yeah, that's great. I want to know what kind of weapon he used. An AR style. So for these jackasses to say, well, I can't even trust CNN when they say shit like that, AR style, because they are the same ones that did a profile about AR-15s. The one idiot, I wish I could find that video. I probably can't play it. But I guess if this stream is getting taken down anyway, well, it might take a minute to find it. But they're talking about, this is the devastating power of an AR-15. And, they got a guy that's shooting at a watermelon, and the dude is clearly holding a shotgun. You know what? Let me try to find that video. Fuck it. We're playing it. We'll do it live. Let's see here. I'm just going to type in
Allegedly,
CNN.
supposedly, Keith.
CNN confuses, confusses. Did I spell that right? My fucking spell check isn't on this shit. Confuses AR 15 with shotgun. Let's just say that. Let's see if that brings it up. Nope, that's Biden. Nope. No. Damn it. That video's probably been fucking wiped from the internet. Oh, wait, this might be it right here. Hold on, let me scan it right quick. Because if this is the video, this is just like so embarrassing for them. This guy's actually shooting an AR. No.
I was just going to say, Keith, yes, a woman with very high stilettos could use their shoes as a weapon.
No, that's not the video.
I'm just saying. And some other fashion accessories too. You never know. Watch their earrings. hurt you with.
Honestly, what can't be used as a weapon this
There
day
you go. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just having fun. But it's true.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just
We
be
got
very
sick over here
inventive.
telling his computer no, no, no several times, like it's actually going to listen to him.
Shut up.
Oh, thank you for reminding me, Auntie. Somebody had I think it was you, G string, G chord.
G string.
I don't know. Whatever. Hey, we're talking about music here. Everybody calm down.
That's right.
Okay, back to the point. Machine head imagination cells about society having this going on with it. It happens every time a society is about to fall. The decline is noticeable. There's mental health issues that arise, etc. It's all
That's true.
explained in the song.
No, it's true. It's a reoccurring history. Yeah, we're doomed to repeat it because we're not certainly remembering some really good old history that, yes, the decline in people's attitudes to. If you watch the French Revolution, it was very barbaric, at times.
I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the video I watched recently that strategically proved mathematically that voting itself is a fraud was based off of a guy who created the thought idea of trying to prove whether or not a voting system can be fair. And mathematically wise, no, voting can never be fair. No matter how you slice the pie, it's never fair.
Yeah. Well, there's such a high percentage of corruption in our society now. I mean,
without
everybody,
that,
a lot of people have benefits.
Base point, just the mathematical base point isn't fair.
Right.
So, and then you have all these other factors that make it even more unfair.
Oh,
and then it
definitely.
goes back to Richmond, north of Richmond, after 40-something presidents. What do you think they're really going to do?
Yeah.
They're
not going to hand it to us.
They're going to create a problem and then give you the solution for the problem. Like
That's
right now, they're sparking civil war, like they always try to do. They're sparking this, they're sparking that. They're creating a problem so they can hand you the solution, like they're going to save you from what they created. It's crazy whenever you can already hear the dystopian microphones in the large cities already
spouting it. Yeah,
I know it's crazy. It's like metaphorically, you already hear it. And it's like, yeah, we're stuck.
Yeah, we're pretty. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. Well, I have to say as it goes. No, you're absolutely right. No.
Oh, this isn't the video I was looking for, but let's go ahead and play this one. Fuck it. I don't care if this fucking shit gets taken down or not. PJ, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. I got the fucking link in the YouTube chat if you want to join, sir. PJ is my down ass homeboy from fucking Florida, man. Fuck yeah. You want to join
your
in?
T is sharp. Okay, I get it now.
Sir.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, you mentioned Sick mentioned that he's a bass player. That's so cool because I am too. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing bass for a while. Yes.
Yeah, I play a lot of instruments, but like bass kind of came natural for me.
Yep. Yeah.
Playing guitar is just like, ugh.
I played that. I do. I play the guitar fairly well too, but yeah, bass is my number one. It's what I feel, So that's where the G.
Yep.
Go ahead. My bad.
The worst.
I was just saying that's where the G sharp comes from. There's a story behind my name.
You telling me this kid either A, brought a gun of this size to that school that exact morning to do something stupid, or B, he had that gun inside of his locker for X amount of days and nobody knew that it was gone. That size. Are you kidding me? What are we smoking in this country? Excuse me.
I mean, that's a fair question. That's an absolutely fair question. Where the fuck did this gun come from? Where'd this kid get it? How long did he have it? He didn't buy it. Maybe. Let me check out this. What see what these idiots are talking about. I must have missed this fucking story. Gun violence epidemic. Now, right there alone, it's not an epidemic.
No, it's just them casting their spell. They're casting their spell over the public, with words.
But they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about Chicago.
They are known as assault.
Okay, so that's fully automatic. That's just not something a civilian can buy. So they're starting off from the get-go with deception.
It looks like an M16.
That does look like an M16.
I don't know about the. It is a. It's an M16 and it shoots a 223, and it's designed. Well, it was actually made by Mattel. Believe it or not, Toys kind of designed this rifle. What's nice about it, it's a very kicky bullet, but it doesn't have a lot of recoil, as you can see when he shoots it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Assault-style weapon.
Yeah, and you hit it on auto.
And have been used in some of the country.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They are known as assault-style weapons.
Yeah,
and have been used.
military.
They are not known. They are not known as assault-style weapons. You people label them as assault-style weapons. They are known as rifles.
That's right, military rifles. That's what it is.
That's fucking CNN, man.
Yeah. It's an M16. All the military has them.
I can't wait for this stream to be taken down. So we're doing it live. Fuck it. As soon as this shit, if anybody's watching on YouTube, y'all type in the chat and let me know when they take this shit down, because this is probably gonna be the video that does it. But fuck them. Fuck the system. Fuck you, CNN. We're exposing the truth here. All right. 16-ounce curls does not care about your feelings. All right. We care about facts.
Fuck your shit.
Fuck.
Fuck your couch.
But this whole tagline was AR style guns create explosions inside the body. No, they do not. Maybe if they hit a vital organ. I said organ, but organ that may explode. Maybe if you're using explosive rounds that explode on impact, but no, they do not. Dear God.
Used in some of the country's deadliest shootings.
From
Uvalde, Tulsa.
Used in some of the deadliest shootings. Uvalde, that fucker did not have this fully automatic goddamn M16 looking piece of shit. Tulsa, he did not use this.
You know
gun.
why? Because only the military owns the M16. So if they got it, where did they get it from then? Military. Just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, PJ, in the YouTube chat, I got it pinned to the top. You can just click on StreamYard. I recommend, if you got Google Chrome, you can go to it and you just click on it and it'll give you the prompt to join the chat, give you a chance to set up a username or whatever. And like, if you get in, I'll see you here on the backstage and I can just bring you up. You don't have to install StreamYards. You can just click on the link and it'll bring you right in. Here we go. All right, where was that? I'm trying to find my mouse. These damn two screens.
In El Paso to Parkland, San Bernardino, and
False. It's San Bernardino is different. They did have rifles, but they weren't fully automatic. Sandy Hook is up for debate. I'm not going to say anything more about that because Alex Jones has Alex Jones has been through the fucking ringer with that shit. Parkland, no. And we already talked about Uvalde and El Paso. El Paso was I was at a Walmart. None of the guns used in these incidents were fully automatic, like the one they're trying to show and pander to.
Look, the high-powered assault rifle has been the weapon of
High-powered assault rifle. Shut up.
choice for many of the killers.
The weapon of choice for many of the killers. You said many. You didn't say all. You said many. So you're even contradicting yourselves.
The Los Angeles Police Department demonstrates
Now
an
that's an
AR-style
AR.
semi-automatic rifle for us on the department's gun range.
Yeah,
You have
okay.
a 16-inch to 20-inch barrel.
What the fuck is your
You
point?
have a stock that is shouldered.
It's sitting right next to an M16. So what the fuck point are you making?
Yeah.
Oh,
Casting a spell.
You're going to be accurate at farther distances as opposed to a
yes, of course it's accurate. It's more accurate at further distances, and what he's about to do is compare it to his damn sidearm. Yes, because they're streamlined rifles. Jesus Christ. That's what they're designed for. To shoot further distances.
to a pistol.
Not to mention, like some other weapons, it can fire a bullet with enough power to pierce soft body armor, something Sergeant James Zaborovan knows firsthand.
You know how much damage a fucking 22 can do? A 22 can do more damage than a fucking 7.62. Well, a 22 can get inside of you and fucking just bounce around and hit shit. The AR typical of the 223 round is typically designed to go straight through you. Entry, exit. Get out of there. A 22, boom, will stay in there. Shit. These people don't know what the fuck. And then they're going to bring up this shit from LA that happened in, when was that? 90, 91, somewhere around there. Maybe a little later when these two idiots went on the rampage.
Oh, yeah, I remember
The
that.
bank robbery.
Yeah. Oh, that's desperate if they have to use this old footage.
And
Oh my God.
I'm curious to hear how they're going to try to defend this because you know the two robbers were armed
Definitely
and ready to
armed.
go.
Yeah, they were robbing.
The cops had to go to a local gun store to get rifles to match the threat. So
Oh, really?
that
Oh,
alone tells you this is why you should own one, to match the threat that is being presented to you.
yes. Ah.
Jesus. It's definitely an automatic weapon.
He took assault weapons fired during the now infamous 1997 North Hollywood
Oh,
shootout,
97.
where two bank robbers wearing body armor fired on police for nearly an hour.
Yeah, wearing body armor. Key phrase. They were wearing body armor. They were ready for this. This has nothing to do with a school shooting. This has nothing to do with fucking assault style guns using some of the deadliest shooting. These fuckers maliciously intended to do what they did.
Regurgitating
guns-
1997 robbery.
And still, the guns are not the problem in this. What's
Nope.
up, Mayhem?
Nope.
The link is at the top of the chat, Mayhem, if you want to jump in. Hold on. There we go.
Injuring 8 people and 12 officers, including Sergeant Zaborovan.
You're being hit with pieces of the vehicles we were hiding behind, asphalt, radiator
Wah!
fluid. Felt like we were being stung by bees.
That
When you weren't prepared. Blame your police department because these guys had better weaponry than you. Blame your fucking police department for not preparing you.
shooting changed policy, prompting the LAPD and other departments to upgrade their own weaponry to counter the
Yeah,
increasingly
finally.
powerful guns used by assailants.
Yeah, like an M16.
That firepower from
Not
weapons is
fully
studied
auto.
inside a ballistics lab at Wayne State University.
I don't
where
even
research
think, I don't even think police have fully automatic weaponry. If I'm not mistaken, they don't. I've hung out with the rifle team of my local sheriff's department. theirs aren't even fully auto. I'm just fucking hell. Hold on, Mike, I got you.
Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question, sick man. You might know a little. You might know a little more, or a lot more, or something more than I do. I'm not going to say anything directly, but a city that I was once neighboring, there was rumors of it having a tank. And there is actually a part in one of their precincts that has fencing around it, that has the blacked out stuff all around it. But there have been instances where people have filmed through it and they can literally see a barrel that is the size of like an M1 tank barrel. And that's about as much as you get from that. The things that the police are given in order to combat what is considered their enemy, which are rogue citizens, do you not think that there should be a different way to handle this, sir, is my question.
No, there are some departments I know of that do have tanks on treads, but they're breaching devices. The cannon is allegedly not functional. What they do is they put an apparatus on the front of the barrel that is like a big plate, and they use it to breach buildings to get into a situation where hostages or fucking people are held up and shit like that. They don't
So
actually
whenever the bump
fire
stop
them.
doesn't work, they just use the
Yeah,
tank.
and they're not like they're not like A1 Abrams and shit like that. They're like smaller, real smaller tanks. Shits that the army and shit doesn't even use anymore. Mayhem, maybe you can help me with that one. But they don't fire them. They're not firing capable. They just use them as breaching devices. SWAT.
Yeah.
HRT, they use these. But yeah, they're not gonna sit
Yeah.
back and fire and that thing kicks off. No. All right, hold on. Let's see what these idiots are talking about. This is the takedown stream, everybody. Fuck CNN. I'm about to rename this stream. Fuck CNN.
Fuck CNN.
Fuck the alphabet soup.
Researchers simulate a bullet's impact on the human body.
It's a block of 20% jello.
Because your body is like jelly. Who the fuck is calling me now? Oh my god, she always calls me when I'm streaming. Hey, Penguin.
Hello, Mom.
Do you want to join my stream? Do you want to join my stream? What? Y'all give me a second. Y'all entertain chat, please, for a second.
All right.
Oh man, I got to talk to the guy that's driving down the road. That's completely against my morals.
I really like it.
What?
It's cool, man. That's what I'd be driving. Yeah.
Like, it's not that I don't have faith and trust in your driving skills. It's just the moral behind talking to somebody doing something that requires more than 80% of the human function.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I can drive down the road looking at you. Hi. How are you doing? What's up?
Good job.
Am I making you nervous?
No, I'm
Yeah,
going
there's a truck
to,
right there. I'm getting closer to him. Not that
I
close.
want to go to the point of maybe they did this. I'm going to jump on the raft of what they're covering up, because wasn't it late last night before I decided to pass out? A lot of bad stuff about camel toe hairy titties was popping out, and then I wake up this morning and then suddenly there's a school shooting. It kind of my brain just made this analogy. It's like we lost billions and trillions of dollars, and then suddenly the Twin Towers are attacked 2 days later. I'm going to shut up now because I'm a crazy guy in the corner that gets paid for it.
Oh, you're
Rock
you're
on.
fine. Like I was actually talking to somebody late last night while I was driving, and we were talking about it, and I said, "Watch, you know, they're going to they're going to have something happen. It's going to be a mass shooting because we're getting closer and closer to election, and Kamala Harris is going to be on the ban the guns because my point was too many people vote emotionally. They don't think they don't think you know,
I agree.
logically.
Mhm.
It's more emotion. So the closer we get to uh, election time, the more we're going to have these emotional events happen to get
Good
people
point.
to vote emotionally.
Very good point.
Propaganda.
Yep.
Right.
Rome.
Yep.
Rome's appeared.
Yeah, more of the
So
America Clown Show next episode.
yeah, on this episode of Clown Show.
Yeah, it's getting that cray. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that there was a school shooting. And of course, the media is going to say something like, "This is the 300th school shooting this year." You know, and it's like, well, no, no, no. The parameters for school shootings, if you look them up, like
Hola,
a lot of
Rome.
what's up, bro? But like just the parameters for it, they will consider, you know, like maybe a police officer, you know, school resource officer having a negligent discharge. That's a school shooting to them. Or a lot of schools will be in residential areas and somebody has a negligent discharge in their house. Well, because it's close to a school zone, they're like, oh, that's another school shooting. So, yeah, no, the numbers are not as bad as they say, but it's all about that fear mongering. And they're like, oh
That's
my
all it
gosh,
is.
we got to do something.
Yeah, and they call us fear mongers whenever we're talking about warmongers. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding
they always
me?
flip it around. It's gaslighting at its best.
It's like, oh, don't look over here. Look at them over there. Look what
Oh,
they're
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, no. And the government will never, ever admit it's wrong. Ever.
Oh, yeah.
They can't. They can't. It would open a can of worms and we would just, no, they won't do it.
You know it's illegal to point out the illegal things that the government does, right?
Oh, I'm not surprised. There's so many laws on the books. I'm really confused, but that seems about right.
Yep.
We lie to the government, it's a felony. Government lies to us.
Oh, yeah.
It's politics.
It's for your safety.
Oh yeah, it's like I was going off on a rant about earlier. We're going to make you think that you caused this whenever we gave you divisionism just so you can slice each other's fucking throats with it. And then we're going to come in and big old daddy pappy government is going to save y'all, because y'all can't handle y'allself. Now y'all going to go into giant mega cities with 50 million, 500 million people in 100 fucking square miles of place, and all this energy comes here. And if you don't live here, guess what? You don't get shit. Welcome to America.
Yeah. Well, you know, the government creates the problem so that they can introduce a solution that's really not the solution. Like, you know, I live near the town of Arkansas, Mena, Arkansas, that actually CIA was bringing in drugs from Colombia, and then the Clintons were like, "Hey, we need to start a war against drugs," but yet you're bringing the drugs into the country. So
Yeah, I've brought this up before. If anybody's interested in idle clicker games, there is an idle clicker game that is literally called Deep State, and it literally shows you. It's crazy. It's like you click on objectives for your government, quote unquote, to do, and you read the names of the programs that go down, so to speak, and you read what you're clicking on, like market manipulation, global war, etc., etc., drug embargo, drug distribution. Yeah, I'm tripping over my words, but you find somebody, you watch a video about the deep state video game from Newgrounds, you'll notice some crazy things. It's like it's right there in front of your face, but nobody wants to admit what's going on because they actually think the rabbit's still coming out of the hat.
Right. Right. I mean, they show you what they do too in movies. Like one of my favorite movies that exposes the BS is Shooter. You know, they get a patsy and they're like, "Oh yeah, we want you to scope out these areas to see, you know, what place would be the ideal place because they're going to have an attempt on the president. So we want you to scope it out, you know, and we want you there present." And then, you know, if you follow the premise of the movie, it's like, no, he was the patsy, he was the setup guy, and you know, here they are, they're showing, you know, on the news, they're showing, well, you know, he's been caught on camera scoping out these areas before the assassination, and then, you know, oh, here's the hero cop that took a shot at him. And then even the FBI agent was like, wait a minute, we have a reverse estimate of where he took a shot from, like 12 hours after he took the shot. We're good, but we're not that good. Oh, it's other agencies helping in tandem with us, and it's like, you know, you look at the movie and you're like, wow, this is so entertaining, and it's like, yeah, it's also trying to tell you something too, guys.
It's like, my gosh, just tripping over your words. It's okay. How about this one? I can level with you and say that there is not a group of people controlling the entire planet, but you have to agree with me that these leaders of these nations are ensuring the planet remains divided.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I don't know what else to say at this point in time, but like, come on. You can't tell, like, you actually, and honestly, I don't want to like play a video and the audio come through, so I'll try to do verbatim. The difference between illusion and delusion. Illusion is fine. If you actually believe that magic is real and blah da 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 da, that's fine. But once you know the fucking truth and you still fall into it, that is delusion. You're being delusional. That's like the concept of delusional. Being illusion is not knowing that it's a trick and falling for it. Being delusioned is knowing that it's a trick and still falling for it.
No.
What's going on here?
Okay. No, I'm not excessively overspeeding. The speed limit is not 50, it's 70. Stupid truck. Sorry. Is Buff back yet? No, he's still on the phone.
He appeared for a second. He was like, "Oops, I might have pressed the wrong button," and he walked away. But yeah, that's about where I'm at. That's about where I'm at. If you actually absolutely positively think that all of this is real, good for you, buddy. Good for fucking
you.
But as soon as you realize that it's bullshit and you still want to pick between camel toe hairy titties and a burnt Cheeto, or you still want to sit here and have a religious crutch that you can moan and cry to the rest of your life, and you know it's all a trick, and you know it's all a facade, you're being delusional. You keep on following the path, man.
Yeah.
But
No.
but good for you if you think it's real. Good for you. Good for
That's-
you if you still think it's real.
That's why I am on the belief that we just need to go back to being states. First of all, take care of our little sector, and then we'll talk about the united part later.
Mhm.
Just saying. Yeah, on that one. Yeah, we got to change this up. We've been playing this game for hundreds of years now, and you know, they're bringing it all out of the same old playbook. You know, just I think that someone studied human nature and found that every 80 years they can play the same thing over again because the new generation doesn't remember what happened 80 years ago, or do they care? You know, and yeah, 80 years, every 80 years, here we go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and the biggest problem is like I've said that it's dangerous for the government and media to purposely lie to people because you constantly lie, you're gonna get people that wake up and realize that they're being lied to, and then when there's a real event that happens, there's gonna be those people that are like, "Oh, this is bullshit." That they're, and it's like that's not how you run a country. You have to have a government that is trustworthy. It's the same concept as having a relationship. You're not going to build a relationship off of lies because you can't trust that person. You're not going to want to be with that person.
No, and
So
they're always
with the
in their
government,
wallet. No.
yeah.
I agree with you, man, because if a nuke went off in the middle of the United States, would you actually believe it?
No.
Because of all the lies you've heard from the Alphabet Soup Network. If the nuke went off in the center of the United States, would you actually believe it? Not until you got
I think.
I'd have to see
Yeah.
some really good video, and then
Right.
maybe half believe it. Mm-hmm.
Or
and
COVID.
and
Yeah,
even if you
exactly.
saw video, there's gonna be people that are like, "Oh, that's AI generated.
Yes.
That's not real."
Well, I more and more think that 9/11 was a really good AI generation thingy. Something ain't right with that one.
Well, if Robin Williams became Mrs. Doubtfire, I can tell you that Tim Osmond definitely became Osama bin Laden. Moving along.
Many of them. There's a list I'd go down that they're not who they say they are. I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Don't run over that car.
Too late.
Good joke. Good joke.
No. Sorry, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. I don't know what you are.
I just say human now. And whenever I'm just angry at him, I call him an insect and then prove to him that I can call him an insect, which really makes him angry.
Yeah.
Well, something's different about them because of the same 13 families or whatever. Royalty. They're all related somehow to each other.
Oh, yeah. She knows about what happened roughly 280 years ago now? 235 years ago? Something like that. I know nothing. I'll go back to my corner.
280 years ago?
Between 235 and 280.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm interested in what they're trying to say in this video here. Like I'm seeing the ballistic gel, and I know they first said something about like the thickness of human skin, and I'm like, wow, that's a really fat person right there.
But I'm talking about absolute total control, G-Sharp. I'm not talking about how long they've been here. That's a completely different explanation and story.
Yeah. Right.
All right, sorry, had to talk to my niece there. Her cat
Yeah,
just
thank you
had.
for cutting me off.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go into how one of the Rothschilds ducked Hitler's Nazi boot camp. Yeah, let's go through. Let's get back to your topic, sir. You drive the ship again.
Hold on, I gotta share this picture. If anybody needs any kittens, hit me up, and we'll figure
Kittens?
out.
I don't need
something.
kittens. I got too many.
Yeah, I have 2 big dogs. That's not going to roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta share the picture just because. So I gotta do this that way. Shit. Minimize. Put picture over here.
Sick. I'm gonna have to jump down for a bit. I require sustenance because my metabolism has sped up recently for some strange reason. Once I turn 36, I am starving. I get headaches now. It's crazy, bro. This used to not happen, so I need to go obtain sustenance. I'll be back as soon as I can, but I'll definitely be listening.
Yeah. All right, you go get some substance in your body. Get in my
Yeah, nobody
belly.
remembers Thor 1. I require sustenance.
Yeah.
Oh, peace, Cursero. Good talking with you.
Yep, see ya. Who's the other one? Smoking in G sharp. Hello, nice to meet you. Hi.
Yeah, nice. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I probably should jump down as well. Hey, Sick, thanks so much for having me up here. This has been great.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
you see
nice.
that? I get up here and everybody leaves. What the hell?
No, I know the feeling. Okay, you all take care.
All right. Bye. Nice to meet you. See you later. Alligator. After a while, crocodile.
This damn screen. I think I got too many screens open now.
Maybe
Damn
I was
it,
making them
just
feel
want-
uncomfortable with me driving down the road. That's what it is.
Well, it'll be fine. Dear God, I had too many screens open. That's the problem, probably.
Whoa, look at that. We're on there quite a few times. Hello.
Show it.
No, it
I
will
know
not
to
show
do
it.
this. I've done this before. What the hell? No, don't leave sight. Ugh. Okay, so never mind then.
Ah, yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
I am the Han Solo.
I've done this shit so many fucking times.
Don't
Why
get
isn't
too
it
close,
taking
Chewie,
time?
but don't act like you're trying not to get too close. I don't know. Fly casual.
Okay, let's just stop sharing. And it didn't even stop sharing. What the fuck? I want to keep that one up. Bring this full screen. This is Messenger. Wait, where the fuck did
Yeah, I
StreamYard
haven't
go?
gotten a notification that Zach is live yet. What the hell? Zach's supposed to go live.
That's what I was wondering before I did this. Fucking hell. I'll share them another time.
Yep. I got no notification. Hell, I didn't even get a notification that you were live. I just kind of looked in YouTube and I was like, oh shit. Buff is live.
Damn it. Every time I do this, it kicks over to here. I don't know why. It's doing this shit now. And I lost
The flag
StreamYard.
admiral.
Okay, whatever. They're cute kittens. Ugh. Anyway, maybe I can drag it over here. Yeah, can I do that?
Yep. See, your niece called. She messed up the whole stream. Now you don't know what you're doing.
Nope, they won't let me drag it over. Okay, well, anyway, they're cute kittens. Apparently it was a black and an orange cat, so they had a mixed litter, and there's one little kitten that's like black and white and gray, and he's got like an orange thumbprint on his head. He's just got a touch of orange. Just a touch of orange, just a slight touch.
Smidge of orange.
But let's go back to this shit, this CNN crap, as they were talking about the misrepresentation of what the fucking AR style fucking. Oh, it brings that right back up. I can bring that right back up, but fucking hell,
Yeah.
I'm trying to share a picture of my damn little kittens. Jeez. Fuck you, YouTube.
Pink Pink said, "Did you hear about the school shooting that was near you?"
Tink, that's pretty much what this whole stream was about. You probably have to go back and watch the beginning of this. That's what we've been talking about. We were going through news reports and everything. I'm thinking this stream's going to get taken down because I was sharing a lot of news sources and shit and interviews they were doing. And the problem I have with the fucking whole situation, you know, of course, it's close to home. Being up in Winder, Georgia, Barrow County. I'm probably about maybe an hour away from there, but all the news reports, we don't know the race, ethnicity, anything about the shooter. The only thing we can get about the gun is from what CNN says, and I don't know how far to believe them. There's like, oh, it's an AR style rifle. It's just like, what the fuck does that even mean? AR style. I was like, it was a rifle or it wasn't. And that's what led to this warpath of I was trying to find the video where CNN they were bastardizing the AR-15 and showing like, oh, this is the devastating stopping power of an AR-15. And the motherfucker in the video that was shooting the gun, when it was like, this is the power of an AR-15, the guy is holding a fucking shotgun. So I was trying to find that video.
Where the watermelon.
Yep.
The shooting the watermelon with the shotgun.
I can't find it anywhere. I think they scrubbed it from
when
the
I saw
internet.
when I saw that video, I was like, man, I'm gonna make a video, right? And I'm gonna hold up the shotgun and I'm like, this is the AR-15, y'all, and this is what it does to a watermelon, and then show a AR-15 and be like, this is a shotgun, this is what it does to a watermelon.
That shit drove me insane when I saw that. I'm like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
Typical CNN.
Oh, okay. Now I get the Zach is going to be live in 30 minutes. I thought he was live at 8. Oh, well.
But
8:30, I guess.
This fucking video. I found this damn video where they're once again misrepresenting an AR-15 while the guy was shooting an M16. It's just hold on. It's at the beginning. Hold on. What is this
timestamp.
They were showing that, what was it, that bank robbery back in like
Okay, that's 128. No, hold on. Let me wind it back so you can see the beginning of this. Right there.
oh. Yeah, that's Coleon Noir, isn't it?
That does not look like an AR-15 to me.
Is it? Well, it is. It's a smaller one. Unless he's got
handle like that. That top handle, the barrel.
I can't see the handle. Oh yeah. That's the carry handle. Yeah, he can remove it. That's what he's looking through. You look through the carrying handle, and it's got the rear aperture. But yeah, that's a AR-15. Unless he's got it in full auto, then it would be like an M4.
In full auto, you say? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's shooting it in full auto.
They are known as assault-style weapons and have been used.
Yep, it's full auto.
Yeah. Yeah. So they show a full auto, which I believe that's Coleon Noir.
And then they get to this point to where damn it, click on the fucking part.
Has been the weapon of choice for many of the killers.
Line is hot.
The Los Angeles Police Department demonstrates an AR-style semi-auto.
That wasn't the clip I was looking for this.
AR style. No, just call it an AR.
Oh, here it is. That shot right there.
Used by assailants. That firepower from weapons is studied inside a ballistics lab at Wayne State University.
That was not Coleon Noir. I couldn't really see, but that was the actual police officer, which they're allowed to have fully auto.
I haven't met one cop that has a fully auto rifle.
Really? I've met some.
I've made friendships with the rifle team of our county sheriff's department, and they have a rifle team, and theirs aren't even fully auto.
Oh, that's because they do marksman competitions, so they're not going to have fully auto.
Well, they're armed guards of the courthouse. They were our sheriff's personal guard. And they do carry them out into the field and everything.
I hope I didn't hit the wrong button. No, I didn't.
That's just them, though. That's just them. But theirs aren't even fully auto.
Yeah.
But they did say they can modify them.
Jody said, "I just seen a picture of the shooter."
Where, Jody? I'm still looking for a picture of this motherfucker, man. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me drop this shit because I guess I'm pretty much done talking about it. I am still looking for pictures of this damn shooter. I want to know if he's black, white, what the fuck ever. It's funny how they're concealing his race, which leads me to believe he was black. They don't like to say that shit. Let's see.
Yeah, because only white people do mass shootings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love when they show like the picture where they're like, white people are known to do mass shootings, and then they'll have like all the mass shooters, and you're all like oh, dude, the rest are like Hispanic.
Oh, the ones that did the one in what was that, San Bernardino? I think they were fucking Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
They released that information real quick.
Nicholas Cruz in Parkland, he was not white. The Pulse nightclub, that guy was not white. He might have had a white complexion, but he was Hispanic.
And we watched the press conference they did with GBI and the sheriff's department. GBI representative, he made a good statement. Barrow County sheriff, he
kind of made some generic statements and was just like, huh, I think I'm going to run for sheriff of Barrow County.
There you go.
Latest updates from Appalachia. Suspect also made school shooting. Oh, really? Oh, let's hold on. Let's fucking bring that up right quick. Holy fucking hell. I hope this isn't true. Get out of here. Oh, it won't go anywhere. Appalachia High School
Jody said
student
he's white.
suspect also made school shooting threats last year, FBI says. So why wasn't he on a watch list? Why wasn't this fucker being watched? This seems a little too familiar to other instances to where, oh, we had problems with this individual before, but it'll be fine. What?
Yeah, the same with Nicholas Cruz. Remember, it was reported that he was in a Discord server telling people he was going to be the next school shooter. FBI knew about it, did absolutely nothing about it. But yet, hey, trust the government to take care of it, right?
Yeah, it's okay. We're here for you.
Yeah. We will protect you. You don't need to have your own guns. We will protect you. Yeah, right. Okay. I think Jody said that the shooter was white.
I wanted to, since you're here, I wanted to get your thoughts on this too. The shooter identified as 14-year-old Colt. Great. Colt. What an unfortunate name to have and be a shooter.
Was his brothers Rocky and Tum Tum?
I think his brothers were Smith and Wesson. Shit.
Oh, you don't get the reference? Colt, Rocky, and Tum Tum? That's from the Three Ninjas.
Oh, that movie I've tried to erase from my memory. Fucking hell. This shit happened at fucking 10 a.m. in the morning, man.
Wow.
What a way to get the day started. I ain't even had lunch yet.
Right.
I'm not trying to make fun of this situation.
I was asleep.
I'm looking at detail. Yeah, I was still asleep too.
It would have been 9:00 my time. So yeah, I was asleep.
And you said somebody sent you a message about that the shooter was white?
Could be, I don't know.
See, that's where I find I don't know what it is. I find discrepancies because they would have released that fucking shit quick as hell. And nobody's saying it. They haven't even said what kind of gun he was using. The only thing I get is from CNN, which I can't believe. I can't trust them. AR style rifle.
Right.
I can't trust you assholes with this shit, man. I really can't. I need to go back and retitle this stream. But
yeah, especially when they use a shotgun to shoot a watermelon and say, this is what a AR-15 does to a watermelon.
But let me show you this right quick. I know you're driving, but I will pause it to the certain section of the point that we noticed. Me and Curse Zero noticed this when they were talking to not that one. I think it was this one.
Or
shut up.
Or was it kind of like was it kind of like when you had the Sandy Hook, and they were talking about he used the AR-15, but they as they were saying that, they showed them the police pulling an AR-15 out of the trunk of his car. Yeah, it's like, how did he use the AR-15 if it was in the trunk of his car? You know, and
what did I do? No,
yeah,
go back.
they like to report that. Like the AR-15 might be in the vicinity, but usually mass shooters don't use AR-15s. They'll either use pistols because they're easily concealable, or they use shotguns because they have a bigger spread.
Yeah.
And they'll do more damage than an AR-15. An AR-15, you have to kind of have a little bit more control over it.
The thoughts and opinions on 16-ounce curls are not those that are supposed to be taken seriously. All right, YouTube? Shit, we're just having conversation.
Right.
We do not condone violence here.
Warning.
Unless it's necessary.
Advisory and shit. Yeah.
I'm trying to find this one part with this girl.
As Rome would say.
This is going to be the second time I play this girl, but there was a interesting part, something she did that seemed a little suspect. And from what I've gathered, this this bitch over here with the curly hair is associated with CNN, I think, because I was looking up some I was looking up the CNN videos. It kept coming back to her. I'm not sure if she's with CNN or if she's with this other affiliate down here, 11 Alive. But they're talking to a student who she was there in the classroom when it seemed like the guy first started getting a little crazy and antsy. But there's a little something she does. I should have timed it. Oh, there it is. There it was, right there. And if I could freeze,
she smiled.
Yeah, right there.
That's a smirk right there. What the fuck?
That little smirk on her face.
Yeah.
Like,
why would you smile?
What?
You just went through a traumatic thing and you smiled.
That wasn't the only time she did it either. Wonder demographics are 60% white, about 20% black, 50%. That doesn't fucking matter. I understand what you're saying there, Jeff. Winder is definitely, a lot of more white, but that doesn't.
Oh, what's up, Ramesh?
That
Ramesh in
doesn't
the house.
specify down to what the shooter was, which I still have not heard. Ramesh, hey, welcome. What's up, man? Shit. Welcome to the dark side.
Look, wow, is that a racist joke? What the fuck?
Because I'm dark in color, I'm dark. Fuck you,
right?
YouTube.
Yeah, how racist of you, Bluff, to make racist jokes. That's not funny. No, just kidding.
But I'm gonna back it up a little bit and let's just play it as she talks
Yeah.
through it.
Yes, to shoot us class.
And then he was at the door.
What the fuck, bitch?
Yes.
And she allegedly was in the room. What she said was like the guy was trying to get into the classroom or he was kicked out, some shit like that. And the classrooms have electronic locking doors. And the teacher locked the door and wouldn't let him in the first time. So he left and apparently came back with gun and started shooting. So, question number one, you got these measures of electronic locking doors. I understand that, given the climate we have here with, well, just all over the nation with these incidents like this. I give that. Metal detectors, I think, if you want to go an extra step above, would be a decent measure, but it is an expensive and time costing measure to use metal detectors. Okay, fine.
Right.
All right. That's what it is over there. Metal
Right.
detectors can be good, can be
I mean,
bad,
you
whatever.
could also cut down the cost on the metal detectors by, allocating what entrance, you use the electronic locks to lock all the other entrances, and you force the students to go through the one entrance.
But this kid apparently left and came back with weapon and
Yeah.
just, as she puts it, start shooting. So you went through the trouble of having these electronically locking doors. Let's go all out and have ballistic proof doors, glass on the
Right?
door. I don't even know what
Yeah.
kind of door it was, but
Mhm.
apparently they were all in danger. He should have never been able to enter that room if you went through the trouble to put electronically locking doors on it. I'm putting the ballistic doors on here too. Every fucking
Right.
door. And they don't even have to be ballistic doors. They can be
Yeah, you could.
steel fucking doors.
Yeah. I mean, you could, if you have windows on there, you don't have to change out the windows. You just go and get the that storm film for windows,
Yes.
and you cover it on both sides. You put it on both sides. Yeah, it takes it does a good job. Like it won't be 100% bulletproof, but it will redirect the bullet.
Yeah.
It's enough to redirect the bullet, and hopefully it maybe bounces off and hits
Yeah.
the shooter. There you go. Saves you some time. Like, we had a shooter, but he took himself out.
I still want to know where
No
this
students
kid
were
got the
injured.
gun. I just still want to know where this kid got the gun from.
He probably stole it from his parents.
But they're gonna charge him as an adult. Yeah, it's good.
No.
Good.
Oh, they didn't take him out? He's still alive?
Oh, he's still alive. Yeah. They took him into
Wow.
custody. No video of that whatsoever. I guess we're still waiting for body
Okay.
cam to be released if there is
Mm.
any. I would imagine
Right.
he he did what he did and he was aware of the presence of how do you say retaliation presence of law enforcement coming at him. So he probably dropped the gun and just went ahead and just gave himself up. Can't shoot him then. You can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't shoot an unarmed man or boy or whatever. I don't know.
I'm sorry. My standpoint with all that is prove he was unarmed. The cameras just happen to not be working in that hallway. These fuckers need to be, and yeah, YouTube, you can shut me down for this one too. These people need to be taken out because they are not productive members of society. Never will be. They're pieces of shit that want to cause harm to the innocent. All right, this motherfucker should have been a statistic.
Yeah.
Put him on a fucking chart. Fuck that shit.
where student went to open the door, and then what happened?
She backed away. I think she saw him, or maybe somebody
Her
said something,
talking
but I'm
about
pretty sure she saw that he had a gun, and so she backed away.
So she was about to let him into the class, you think, to shoot the students, saw that he had a gun, did not let him in. What happened next?
He turns to the classroom to what would have been my right, and he just starts to shoot, and you hear like about 10 to 15 rounds back to back.
Now, what she said right there, we were talking about this earlier, how she says he turned to be what would be my right, and then says fired about 10 to 15 rounds. I don't know if this girl has had proper training from her parents about firearms, or if she's being coached to say this shit.
Right.
I'd
Yeah,
love
no
to
telling.
believe. I would love to believe that, you know, her parents raised her with guns and she just instinctually knew that shit. But at the same time, she does the little smirks on her face. That leaves me
Yeah.
to question her too. It's
Right.
just one of those situations. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and we've seen so many times that you know, the witness statements on
they're holding
news
that
interviews
visual
don't make any
already.
sense.
All right, let's play this one and see how much of a copyright strike I can get. This is from 11 minutes ago. They're holding a visual now. I mean, that's rightfully so. Valerie Castro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought I was going to
Well,
say
she's kind of
something,
cute.
Brad.
She's cute.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to hold off on that one, but
Wait, yeah, she's cute, but wait until she opens her mouth. Is that what you're trying to say? She's got a butter mouth. Everything looks good, butter mouth.
oh hell, I'd fuck her. Shit.
Shit, yeah. You know, I would.
We know so far. The shooting happened at Appalachian High School in Barrow County this morning, a suburban area outside Atlanta.
Okay, I don't understand this part right here. Well, I guess they're doing it to show perspective because, of course, you're going to show Atlanta, you're going to show the capital, and then you'll show Winder in perspective. But then they show Athens. It's just like, go dogs. What?
Jeez.
Why are you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Jeez.
Why are you showing Athens? This is the first time I've seen this
They
on any of
filmed
these
in the wrong
videos I've been
town.
watching.
They filmed in the wrong town, bro. That's what happened.
I mean, to be fair, Winder is in between Atlanta and Athens off of Highway 316.
Yeah.
It is up there. I guess. Yeah, people know. Oh, we're gonna pander to Georgia and UGA and to show you where Athens is on this map.
Yeah.
Go dogs! The fuck? Fuck UGA. But anyway. No, I like UGA. They're fine.
Leading to a soft lockdown for all schools in the area. 2 teachers and 2 students were.
Oh, that was the other thing. The schools in this network in Barrow County, all the schools have been closed for the rest of the week. Why?
Wow.
Why?
Because
Oh,
they just had a shooting nearby.
That's right. Yeah.
For the love of penis.
I was 20 miles away, but I am so affected and traumatized. I'm not making fun of the victims. I'm just saying this is unnecessary. Like he just said, snow day. It's just
yeah.
3 days out of school.
Well,
can we bring back the online shit? Can we just not do
come on,
classes online?
to be fair, Buff, you know, if
Yeah.
AOC can be affected by January 6th and not in the same building,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like, come on, man, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no, it makes sense. Come on.
You make a great point. That is an absolutely great point. Yes.
were killed. Police confirmed the 14-year-old suspect
two
was a student
teachers,
at the
two
school.
students.
They also described the situation as chaotic
I
as
think
they worked to
9
reunite families with
other
their
were
students
injured.
and get medical help for those hurt. At one point, a medical chopper was seen at the school as students and families.
I don't know why they focus on this medical chopper. I mean, that's Life Flight. This company.
Yeah, that's Life Flight. Like,
this company, if they're the same ones, they're based out of Macon, Georgia. This is what they do. I don't know why a lot of these videos I've seen have had a lot of focus on them. It's just like, yeah, it's Life Flight. They're trying to get
maybe they're
traumatic injured people.
Maybe they're trying
to
pay.
They're gonna. I don't know. You're bugging out. I think you froze.
Yeah,
Where are you?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
there you
bugged
are.
out.
All right.
Well,
What did you just
I'm
say?
gonna hop down because I was gonna say that Life Flight is paying for the free advertisement. That's what it is.
I wouldn't say it like that.
But hey, come on now. I'm a realist. Anyways, I'm gonna hop down here because Zach's about to go live. I'm gonna go check his out. Check his live stream out.
Oh, Zach's about to go live. Yeah, shit. I've been going
Yeah, in
for
like 2 minutes.
3.5 hours here. Yeah. I'm probably gonna end this my damn self. I think I've said all the fucking what I want to say about this incident. That's what this stream has been about, pretty much. Shit. I'm gonna go retitle it. And, I'll check you over there, over on Zach's. Rome, can you drop?
Yes.
Drop unique
Zach's,
prepping
please.
in there. I saw you drop me.
Prepping.
Fuck you, Rome.
No. But she got
We'll
it. She
go
got
over
it.
there
I know
and-
she got it.
We'll go over here and
so I'll
support
see
our
you guys
boy.
over there. Peace.
All right, man.
All right, later.
Well, this was impromptu stream. I think I mainly really did it because of this incident that was happening here in Georgia. Another school shooting just kind of brings questions to things. It'll probably be taken down any fucking way because I've shared so much news footage and fucking truth and validity about this shit, this ongoing situation. But what they won't give us is truth and validity about who the shooter was. What we got his name? Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? But I don't know what race he was. Yeah, that might be petty, but it's important because that's the way the media likes to spin this shit. The fucking pick apart a certain race, mainly white people. Because, oh, look, this is white supremacy. And it's well, what race was he? And even if he was white, okay, fine. Motive, we'll probably never know. What type of gun was used? Don't tell me it was an AR style rifle. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Tell me the exact weapon he used. All right. It doesn't even really matter. All right. Criminals are going to do fucking criminal shit. It doesn't matter how old you are either. I don't care if he was 14. Fucking nonsensical idiots are going to do nonsensical shit. And that's all it is to it, man. But I think I'm done talking about this. We're gonna go ahead and check out. Check us out over at or join the chat with unique prepping. We're gonna go support our boy over there. Hell, I don't even know what to fucking say after that. Stay strapped to get clapped. Fucking hell. If you have the ability to own a firearm, I'm always gonna say fucking get one. Stay licensed. It's just easier that fucking way. You might have to pay some money to get your damn license. You know,
I live here in Georgia to where it's constitutional carry now, but I keep my weapons permit updated all the damn time. It's just easier that way. They don't question you, especially if you're a violent non-offender. They don't bother you. When they pull you over, they already know, oh, he's got a concealed carry weapons permit. And that's it. And fucking the last time I got pulled over, shit, years ago, um, cop was just like, "Oh, you got your gun on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "All right, that's cool." And he just pulled me over because my third brake light on the van I was driving was blinking. And he was just telling me about that, and I'm just like, "Oh, okay, cool." He let me get out and everything. Fucking white cop let me get out and fucking we checked it. He even pushed on the brake pedal. I'm just like, huh, that son of a bitch. And where everything was fine. Everything was fine. You know, just don't pull that soft citizen bullshit. What is your lawful reason for pulling me over, officer? Do you have reasonable, articulable suspicion, whatever, RAS? Do you have that for pulling me? No, don't do that dumb shit. Just talk to the goddamn cop. More than likely, just I see the shit with motherfuckers that get pulled over for a seatbelt violation, and they just give them they just wanted to give them a warning. But as soon as the cop walks up to the window, it's like, addresses themselves, "Hey, I'm Sergeant fucking Pepper, badge number 814. The reason I stopped you, your brake light is out. Provide me with your insurance, registration, insurance, da 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 da." Simple fucking questions that are rightful for the cop to ask for. And the first thing this damn driver says is like, "Oh, you have no reason to pull me over, sir. I'm traveling. I have the right, the constitutional right to travel," and all that shit, da da da. But we'll get more into that soft shit. Shit, crazy. We'll get into that. Of course, that's an ongoing saga that I'm definitely diving into more, exploring, and just being fascinated with. But rant over. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm gonna figure out some intro and outro music for this later. And I still got the screen up here. I'm gonna figure out this shit later to do this intro, outro shit. But thank you all for joining. I love you all. Thank you all for being part of this madness that is 16-ounce curls. Y'all stay safe, fucking stay free. Make sure you go over there and check out Zach at Unique Prepping on YouTube. That's where we're about to head to. But thank you, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you next time. And it's gonna take me 2 clicks of this damn mouse to hit in stream, which is crazy. And thank you, Rome. Thank you, Rome, for joining, my number one most awesomest moderator. Thank you, Tink, for joining. Everybody, just everybody. Big shout out to Curse Zero for jumping in and helping me start this. Big shout out to Mayhem, Mike, joined in. But thanks to everything. Tink, we're going over to Unique Prepping. Go up a couple comments to Rome 13's comment right here. That's where we're about to go. But check his channel out. He's a great fucking guy. He really fucking knows his shit. But that's where we're gonna be over at. So y'all stay tuned for more madness. All right, check you all out later. And it didn't end the stream. It fucking it still didn't end the stream. This is just embarrassing at this point. What the fuck? Oh, there we go.